Well, you guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ready, dope.
All right, let's do it.
This is the 50,000 watt voice of the numbers guys in
The Motor City.
And now, live from Studio 8B, it's time to BS with the guys.
What is going on, Numbers Nation? Our numsies.
Ooh.
No?
Really?
I've been working on this.
Is that a Jeopardy question?
Numsies.
I did say it like a
That's
question.
like our Swifties.
I was seeking your approval. It was like Swifties, except
Yeah.
it's
Right.
How about nummies?
nummies. That's
like,
weird, too.
Like the Dundies.
Yeah, we'll have to put our heads together on that one. Anyway, we are the Numbers Guys. I am JT, also known as Mr. Midwest, and this show is BS. That's right. Tones, you know what that stands for?
Let's see.
Bulk scoring?
Boobs and skinks.
It's Skanks.
Yeah.
Story
It's
of
way
my
off.
life. That's beer and sports, Tones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's beer and sports.
It slipped my mind.
I thought it was Beauchambeau.
Beauchambeau? That's the Richie story. Beauchambeau, the Richie story.
The king of all.
Never seen anybody
Hand
like
games.
it. Yeah, he is. Mr. Hand Game himself.
I got my niches.
If you're joining us live on YouTube, hey, is it good to be with you? It is really great to be with you. And please feel free to hop in the chat, say hello.
Yes.
I can see it this time. Last week at the Hilltop, I couldn't see the chat.
What
I
a
can
fun
see it
show
this
that
week.
was. But
That
you know,
was fun.
it is good to be home.
It is good
It's
to be
good.
home.
You know, it's like
Dorothy.
we're on a nice vacation, but you want to get cozy back at home.
Yeah.
I think I was the only one to come down with the Hilltop COVID, so it was okay.
Did you end up with COVID?
I don't know, but I mean, I was sick all weekend, so
Oh, man.
Oh, geez.
I don't blame that on the Hilltop.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, if you're watching us live in syndication on ESPN, NBC Sports, I think we're going to be on that eventually. I'm saying this preemptively. That way, when we do go into syndication, they replay all these old episodes.
It's
it'll
already
seem
there.
current.
It's done.
I think we're on ONN. next.
ONN,
Is that Oprah's network?
that's OWN. OWN.
Now,
The Oprah
OLN,
Winfrey
the
Network.
former Outdoor Life Network.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for checking us out. And we would love it. Daryl especially would love it if you went down underneath our screen right now and hit a thumbs up. That's called a like.
Pound it.
Noggin.
Smash it.
Yes.
It would be jazz.
And give us
if
a
you did that.
subscription too.
Yes.
A subscription would be awesome. So, with me, as not always, but sometimes, for the entire hour, to my right, your left at home. Guess who it is? It's my boy Tones. How you
Hello,
doing?
hello. We got an exciting weekend coming up and Monday night, which we will talk about in a little bit.
Yes.
JT.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's the weekend.
For sure.
I think I'm the only one that's not going just yet.
You are the only person I know that will not be
Yes.
there.
We can get you situated. We'll figure it out.
Hey,
Yeah.
I actually picked up 2 seats right in front of me for my daughters. So we got
Oh,
a 4-pack
that's
going.
nice of you.
Can you believe that?
I didn't know
Me,
it
you,
the
and your
little
daughters.
seat numbers. What's that?
Me, you, and your daughters?
We're working on your seat still. I didn't,
I couldn't.
you look like a Royal Tenenbaum right now, so I think you can
Oh.
pull it
You
off.
do, yeah. And speaking of not going and not all there, once again, Beck is the incredible rhyme animal, the uncannibal D.
Oh,
Yeah?
I thought
are,
you
you
were-
are you a rhyme animal?
Sure.
All right.
I don't put me on the spot or anything.
Okay. No, you're not have to battle rap right now.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
are- you are a rhyme
Later,
animal.
maybe.
What's going on?
Just running around, you know.
that an Adidas shirt there?
It's an Adidas shirt. Yes.
You have a lot of Adidas, I've noticed.
Yeah.
The last 3 episodes, Adidas, as they say in Germany.
My Adidas. Something.
You are a rhyme animal.
Wait till he has a little more bourbon tonight. Singing Daryl will be back.
We got some surprises on the head.
Yeah. Plenty of
Yeah, it's
libation
not really
coming
a
up.
surprise if it's in the screenshot, right?
It looks like it's covered by our lower third there, though, so you can't see what it is. Oh, now he's giving it away.
All right.
It's pretty good so far.
And holding down the flank down there, the man, the myth, the legend. You had the best line of last week's show, by the way, Rich.
I did.
When you said
That should be a new segment that you hand out the line of the.
line of the show.
Line of the show. Yeah,
When
I like that.
You were talking about because we were at the Hilltop last week. By the way, thanks again to Darko of the
Shout
Hilltop.
Shout out, Darko.
Yep, and Lisa for putting up with all.
Oh,
this,
Lisa
huh?
was awesome. Yep.
Yeah,
Shut up.
give it to him right now. You had said that all these people are looking. Who's with Daryl? Implying that everybody there knows Daryl.
Right.
Because he's there all the time.
Yeah, snuck that one in there.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I thought you were going to say Anthony's line about the ocean.
Oh, the ocean was good too. That was Toad's best line of the
Yeah,
night.
that was up there. That was up there.
You can hear the ocean. That was funny. How you doing, Richie?
Good. That's the funnest part, though, isn't it? Like going back and listening and catching like things that kind of went. They don't go over your head, but you're kind of like you're so involved in like maybe what you're talking about that
Right.
when someone comes over the top of the quip or a quick one that
Yeah,
that makes me laugh every day. There's always at least 1 or 2 lines that I didn't catch the night before. So
Sure. There was that one time when Tones was still doing his beer review. I just kept talking.
Yeah.
I just started talking.
yeah, I was like, give me my
Sometimes you just don't
give me
know.
my platform here.
Sorry about that.
no, it's everybody. Everybody chimes in with those quick hitters. Like I think the one week you said Brinko's like 4 times, but I didn't catch it to the 4th.
You didn't
time.
catch it till the 4th time. I figured I'm just going to keep saying it until he acknowledges that I'm saying Brinko's here. Yeah.
Classic.
Yes, sir. Well, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we have a great show tonight. A great show tonight.
Another one.
That's another one.
Warm up here, though.
It is really warm, and I'm wearing a hoodie. And
I got a T-shirt.
I didn't. Yeah,
It's,
that was smart.
It's so comfortable compared to what we've been dealing with.
Vince, he had sent me a text that said, wear layers.
Well, I'm glad you heeded his advice because it's hot again. It's hot again. Of course, it was 70 today in southeastern Michigan.
Yeah, unseasonably warm.
Unseasonably warm
for us here.
I didn't dress accordingly.
Just means Halloween will be
Yeah, 40 degrees.
36
Yeah,
degrees and
something
raining.
like that. Yep.
Indian summer. Indigenous summer.
And I hate the heat.
That's not.
I got a backstreet. That's Pearl Jam.
Oh.
Yeah, we can quote lyrics here. Guys, we're the only show. I don't know if you're aware of this. We're 4 friends, 4 finance guys tonight. Get together, have a few beers, talk about beer, talk about sports, talk about bourbon tonight. Maybe talk about the NFL in particular. Maybe talk a little hockey with Tones.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have a lot of that in store tonight. Let me tell you what we are going to do. We have D-Dub is going to talk a little bit about, and congratulations in advance. I'm going to congratulate you again, but he had a pretty good week in the futures market for the Major League Baseball.
I got a Richie's postulation.
You're going to do a Richie's postulation.
Yes.
Excellent. Followed by a Richie's
A real Richie's.
postulation.
By God.
Yeah,
No,
you're-
really. That was. I think I made fun of those future picks, but I mean, I would never make fun of the Rangers because I'm a fan. But did you put 3 totals all together?
I had 3.
3 and 2 are in the World. That's amazing.
I say
That's
go
incredible.
all in on the D-backs.
And
Just
it's not like your
push
regular
your
teams.
chips in.
It's not-
Jimmy
right?
doesn't agree.
I said that too, Tones.
Push the chips in. All in.
Are we gamblers or not?
Let's go.
Let's
Let's make some money.
We'll get to that. We're going to go over last week's picks. I think one of us had a winning week, and his name begins with a JT.
Shoot.
Shoot the doggy.
We're gonna,
I get the booby
Don't
prize,
shoot
though.
the doggy.
Don't shoot the doggy. That's not good. That's animal abuse.
we got some trivia
Cats are okay.
to determine who's going to buy the beer this week. And actually, Tones, Daryl was supposed to buy the beer this week. He lost in a
I was.
Rochambeau.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you were supposed to buy it last week, but incidentally, Tones bought it, and Tones actually bought it again this week.
Ah, guys, I hooked you guys up there.
I found my favorite pumpkin beer, which we'll talk about. But yeah, it's Halloween's coming up, so why not now?
We're going to definitely do that. We got the whole NFL in something like 30 minutes. We're going to try to do that again today. We're going to go over our top picks. And first things first, does anybody have any picks for the Bucks and Bills? That's Thursday Night Football, Amazon Prime.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Top
I
picks.
got
Go ahead.
Bills -9. So
There you go.
Easy spread pick. I'm running Bills Mafia tonight. The Bucks, I don't know what they were doing last week, but if they can't win at home against Atlanta, they ain't going to win on the road against the Bills team that needs a win bad tonight. So,
Very true.
I got something, Jimmy, but I gotta find it.
we got a six
put-
leg parlay.
I think it's a 3-team same game parlay.
Okay.
Buffalo -2.5. Dalton Kincaid over 40.5 yards receiving. Gabriel Davis over 42.5 yards receiving. I'm anticipating some airing it out. There's a tight end that is also who's the other tight end on Buffalo? Damon Knox is hurt. He will not be playing. So I think
I
those
think his
guys.
mom calls him Dawson, but that's okay.
Damon Dawson.
Damon Dawson.
Damon,
Knox.
Close enough. Starts with the T.
Yeah.
No flag on that one.
both those guys. Thank you. Both those guys
Dawson Dub.
usually split their time.
Dawson Creek.
So
Yeah, it's a good show.
having one of them that's get all the action, I think 40.5 yards will not be a problem.
You know, I love that pick, except for the tight end. That guy doesn't. He's been disappointing. But the Gabriel's going to hit for sure. And your Buffalo hit's going to hit.
I like the other tight end better, but that's
Yeah.
all.
Okay. I was going to say, Tones, you have is there NHL tonight
I
too?
got the
'Cause you have
Wings.
the
It's going on right now. Started at 7. I got the Wings and the over.
Jump on the
Every
live
game-
bet right now.
Every game the Wings
good.
played has basically been hitting the over. So riding that, they're starting off very strong, as I predicted, and best offense in the league, best power play in the league, and they're doing their thing.
Is that a same game parlay by
same game
hockey
parlay.
standards? Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, and if you jump on it right now, you
So
probably get
Wings,
better odds. So.
Wings to win over 6.5,
Yep.
and it's on right now, first period. So.
And I got nothing. Nothing for tonight.
Not betting this week.
I took Tones' Wings and Over deal,
Oh,
but I don't have anything on the football game tonight. Yeah, I know. Bills are pretty banged up. You know what I'm saying?
you got
I
to
don't
trust
know.
your system.
Yeah, I forgot what my system came out to, but we'll look at that here in a little bit. So, that being said, as we start every week of the Numbers Guys, we are going to explore some libation in a little segment that we call Libation Exploration. Let's try it.
Try it out.
Tasty beers or fine bourbons for our face holes to try. It's libation exploration with the Numbers Guys.
That's
Sir.
an original song?
That's an original composition.
Damn, that's catchy.
It's catchy, isn't it? You sing it in your sleep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. So today, like I said, Tones happened to bring this in for us.
So my wife loves pumpkin flavored beers, and we've had a New Belgium before. Their orange beer, the Voodoo Ranger, their orange version, which I now like better than Blue Moon, Shock Top, and Oberon. All of them. It surpassed. So I saw this at the store when I was picking it up, and knowing that my wife liked pumpkin beer, and she tried it out, and it's now her favorite pumpkin flavored beer. So
Favorite pumpkin flavored beer.
It
Here
says
is
spicy on the.
yeah.
Yep.
That's an interesting.
Check out the website here. It says it's pumpkin ale featuring cinnamon and habanero chili peppers.
Oh.
For just the right amount of heat.
Now we're talking.
brings it.
That's all it really says on here. It doesn't give you the what's the ABV on this? Any idea?
I did not know that. Do we have some info on here?
6.4.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Got a little kick.
Give it a little heat there.
That's an ale.
That is an ale. Here's what she looks like. Kind of a definitely clear.
Again, I love the Voodoo Ranger graphics.
bit ahead.
I love the skeleton guy with the hat.
Pretty cool.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. All right. Let me give this stuff a try here.
That color reminds me of the time my brother thought, my brother Dale,
Yeah. 5-in-1 tool.
The other one. The other
he
brother.
tried to clean out a pumpkin by taking the hose to it.
It sounds like a good idea, actually.
work.
Didn't work?
No,
I was going to try a power washer.
I was gonna say for the power washer. Would
Yeah,
be
you blow that
interesting.
out.
but that's what it kind of come out of the pumpkin after the hose went to it.
Maybe that's what New Belgium does. New Belgium Brewery, by the way, Fort Collins, Colorado, I think it is. They also have a brewery in Asheville, North Carolina.
I think New Belgium's quickly becoming one of my faves. Their lineup.
So well, hold on a second. Let's go. I want to follow up. Why didn't it not work?
Them seeds and the what do you call that stuff that's holding the seeds in there? That
The
stuff.
muck.
It
Yeah.
needs to be
The guts.
pulled
the guts
out.
of the pumpkin.
You know?
Stringy things.
Yeah, you need
So
to.
the water just kind of built on top of it, and he had to.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
just
like-
was a big mess.
No, the guts you gotta like finger and rip it out.
Pretty much.
Basically.
Pretty much. You want to put on a rubber glove, and then
It's
you
like
know
a colon
go to town on that thing.
or an anus.
Yeah, pumpkinoscopy. That's what you call it, though.
Jeez, that's nice.
That's beyond the pale, Jimmy.
That's beyond the pale. Whiter shade of pale. Tones, I know you like this. I'll tell you what, this hits you in the throat a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
I was thinking the same thing when you said that. I feel like a burning sensation.
It kicks
The
it kicks ya.
habanero.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like taking a hot wad in the back of the throat.
You know,
It's, I guess, I don't know. You tell me.
As Rich would say, it's like gonorrhea of the throat.
Is that what Rich says? Has he said that? Like, has he said that before?
it's gonna uncalled
Gonorrhea
for.
of the throat.
And
Okay.
I was told I make fun of Daryl. Are you kidding me?
Daryl's
I'm going to tell you
he's
why.
welling
On a
up
serious
over here.
note, I'm going to tell you why this works. Okay, I've had plenty of pumpkin beers that
Okay.
mostly taste like crap,
Yep.
Yeah, I'm with you.
and it's
I'm with
because of
you.
the aftertaste. But the habanero
Yeah.
gets rid of the pumpkin aftertaste, and it's quite delicious. Tones.
Yeah.
Pretty
Best
good.
pumpkin beer I've ever had.
There you go. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I'm going to say so too.
That's what I thought.
First and best.
Oh, you don't? This is the first pumpkin
First
beer.
pumpkin
you've
beer.
had? Okay.
I did have pumpkin pie coffee the other day, though.
Oh yeah.
I've had pumpkin spiced coffee, but never pumpkin pie. And it
Pumpkin macchiato.
that's interesting. That's an idea.
Wait, yeah, this is good.
Yeah, I like it. See.
This is good. You know, because like 10 years ago, way back when a decade
job,
ago,
New
remember
Belgium.
everything
Round.
was pumpkin.
Round
Remember that?
your-
Like, pumpkin was all over the
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
And I had pumpkin beer back then. I think I overdosed on the pumpkin. But this is a
OD.
nice
See,
way
I
to bring
like
it
this
back.
better than Oktoberfest beers.
So
I
there's
really
only
do.
one other pumpkin beer I like, and it's a pumpkin coffee beer.
Okay.
And it's the same thing. Like you don't get that any pumpkin beer that's kind of on its own is not good because you get the pumpkin aftertaste and it doesn't. It's not a natural flavor that you can put with beer. But if you hide it a little bit with the coffee, or in this case the habanero, top notch.
Yeah, I'm going to pick this up on the way home.
I'm driving
Sure, that's
across
great.
town for this shit. I'm in 5.
that's a 5. That is a 5.
I remember some muffins. Wasn't it your wife that made the pumpkin chocolate chip cookies?
Yes, they were really soft and spongy.
Those were good too.
Yeah, those are good.
And this is good. I'd give it a solid 3.
Okay.
Hedging toward 4.
Getting towards the 4
But
there.
I will say, doesn't it seem a little weird that we have to like try to disguise the pumpkin?
Not at all.
It's with the habanero. It's with the chocolate chips.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Never thought about that.
Whipped cream on the pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. So
That's
3.
all.
3, not kicking out of bed. Toneser.
I'm with Big Rich. I think this is about as good as you get for pumpkin, and rating on that scale, I'll give it a 5 because I think you can't beat this on a pumpkin beer. So,
Are you done speaking?
yep. You
I'm going
can
to give that a 5 as well. I would drive around across town for that.
Oh,
Where did you
we
buy
almost-
this at?
Anthony B's right down the
Well,
street.
that is sweep.
Oh.
Our first 5-point sweep almost.
That's really good and unexpected. Unexpectedly good.
I gave it a
I-
3. What's a 3 again, Rich?
You won't kick it out of
Well,
bed.
no, we're using
No,
Rich's
that's-
scale or we're
mine's
using
a
everybody
2.
else's?
Shoot. I'll use the scale that the majority uses.
You go to third base with it.
Okay.
That's a 4. Well, it's a 1.5 on my scale. So.
If you got your goggles on.
3 sprouting toward 4.
Sprouting towards 4, like the green giant. And we have a little bit of a bonus booze here tonight.
Yeah, we got.
We do.
Oh, yes.
do.
It's not a brew.
No, it's a booze.
I said
Okay.
booze.
Shoot.
What is this, Daryl?
This is Angel's Envy.
Perfect for Angels Night, Monday Night Football.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, we got a little bit of a theme going here. We got Angel's Envy and then something that the devil might drink.
This is smooth. Tomorrow for my neighborhood progressive dinner, I wouldn't mind using this for my smoked old fashions.
A
Is
progressive
that
dinner. What is
Bernie
that?
Sanders support, or what is the progressive dinner for?
Women's rights. No.
Okay,
it's not
good.
for that.
I can get behind that.
That means we go to one household for pre-drinks, one household for appetizers, one for dinner, and one for dessert. And finishes at my house. 5 Nights at Freddy's for the kids. Big screen in
Oh,
my driveway.
you guys are down
We're doing
streaming the new movie.
Oh,
huh?
the neighborhood's gonna be rocking. It's like the Burbs.
FNAF. You guys are FNAF fans?
Oh yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's all day long.
Yeah.
tomorrow
Did your
night.
kids play the video game?
Oh yeah, Roblox integration, all that good stuff.
So let me ask you, D-Dub, there's like 16 different Angels Envies. What is this one? Is this the Kentucky Straight Bourbon?
Yes, sir.
I like this shit.
Indeed.
It's the standard? Okay.
I think
It's-
this is the OG.
It's finished in port wine barrels.
Yes, this looks to be
That's
it.
good. That's a
bad.
good choice.
That looks to be
It
it.
pairs nicely with the pumpkin ale.
Yeah, back and forth.
I think so.
Yeah, that's what it says. Ooh, this is the wrong thing. Here's back to that.
That's cool though. Shout out New Belgium. You're my new fave.
Rich, this is from Lincoln. It's by Lincoln. something.
Abraham?
You ever heard tell of that?
What do you?
It's
Lincoln?
cursive, so it's going to be hard to read.
Oh, the guy who brews it?
Yeah.
No, it starts with H.
From
Heckler,
the
Hecklin.
sellers of Lincoln Hackashaw. Sure.
Heckershore?
Yes.
Hecky
So
said.
here is your tasting notes. With a gold color, laced with reddish amber hues, nearly copper in tone, our bourbon is finished in port wine barrels. Incidentally, I really like port wine, so maybe I'll...
What is
I'll
port
follow.
wine, Jimmy?
It's just a fortified wine. It's a sweet kind of
stronger?
dessert.
You
It's
mean
stronger.
fortified
Yeah, it's a
by
little
stronger?
stronger.
Okay.
Yeah. Port wine barrels, which add a subtly distinct flavor, nuances that enhance the whiskey without challenging it. Yeah. So it's got a nose, subtle vanilla,
The nose is spot on.
raisins, maple.
Do you guys feel like with the
Toasted nuts.
habanero, like it kicks up a little bit more in your mouth there?
Yeah,
It's like a party in my mouth.
that's good, dude.
Daryl's invited, apparently.
Oh, I got like a Chi-Chi's
Flattered.
Fiesta in my mouth right now.
I'm flattered, Jimmy.
Jeez, but yes.
I'm flattered.
You should be. By the way, we got Snoop in the chat, also known as Gary K.
Snoopaloop.
Oh dear.
He says tight end with a rolling laughing.
He likes that.
Yeah.
That reminds him of something else.
He's got Syracuse and Connecticut to win. Connecticut.
Okay.
This
What,
is basketball.
Oh, hey.
I don't know. It sounds like basketball, doesn't it? You got UConn and Syracuse. Hold on, let me make this.
I doubt it. Syracuse is. I looked at the Syracuse line today. They're playing Virginia Tech tonight.
And then he's making a dick joke here. He says, instead of limes, hang your little chili peppers off the side. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why we have to filter the chat room.
Yeah. Speaking of jokes. Talked to Kosher Mike today. He gave me a joke 2 weeks ago that I couldn't use. But today he said, I'm going to give you a better joke that you can use.
Okay, it's a little more
Yeah. So shout out to Kosher
Friendly.
Mike. Here's a joke for everybody.
family friendly.
Why don't monsters eat ghosts?
Let me think about this for a second.
You think about it. This is
Why don't
actually the trivia
monsters
question.
eat ghost.
Yeah.
It'll be
It's not that good.
racist or too white.
Right. No.
Because ghost peppers are hot.
Nope.
Oh, that's all I got.
Because they taste like sheet.
Nice one, Gary.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Good dad joke. I
Pretty
gave it
good,
a
pretty
solid
good.
7 out of 10
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. Shout out Coach
on the
Mike.
dad joke
The
scale.
delivery might have
I'm
been
a-
the problem on that one.
I didn't practice it. It was the first time I told it.
It's true.
I get it now.
You get it? Yeah, I know. It was a little over your head. This is pretty damn good. Pretty good bourbon.
What do you think, Jimmy?
I think it's pretty good.
Because you're
I could
kind of
drink
like you're like the garbage can of booze.
I'm the garbage can of pretty much
That-
everything.
This would work in my smoked old fashioned bar tomorrow night. So for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means rating wise, but that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it pairs really.
I got the good ass cherries at home
keep
ready.
the pumpkin with it.
my,
was nice.
my neighborhood progressive dinner. This is gonna be all over the place, dude.
Not if I beat you to the party store here in the corner to buy it all.
I'm gonna go clean out Anthony B's. Not just because the name's Anthony.
Like, did I give you my address, Tones, by the way? I didn't see an invitation come through for this.
You're not a neighbor. You're not cool.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Neighbor Stacy will be there. So
She should be.
appetizers at neighbor Stacy's house. So
All right. Good.
And probably a couple of the other folks we saw the other night.
yes, charcutes at Stacy's house.
Cool.
Yep.
You
Charcutes.
guys really are progressive.
Oh, we're progressive.
Yeah.
Super progressive. Yeah.
When does the wine and cheese tasting take place?
Are we going to rate this? Or are we just, what do you want to do?
Say right?
4.2.
4.2 out of 5?
Smooth.
So you're almost driving across town for the Angels Envy.
Yeah. I would drive.
Luckily, you don't have to. I think it's pretty prevalent, but
Okay.
I could get it.
I think paired with the New Belgium, I think it's going
This
off
is
the
a great
rating
combo.
scale.
I like-
It's a great combo.
I'm going sip for sip back and forth with these two
right
here.
because the habaneros enhance the
It's just
the notes.
What a combo!
I don't know anything about bourbon, so I
If
I'd
a bear,
give it a 3.
if a bear and a bourbon can marry each other, right here, right here.
This could be a good boiler maker.
You could be. It could be. And we can't really chug though. You can't chug that
Is that what,
atomic
what,
pumpkin.
what
can you?
exactly is
No, you don't
goes in
chug.
that?
Yeah, you would chug the pumpkin.
He just shot
The boiler maker is
Yeah.
you drop a shot of whiskey or bourbon into a beer, and you chug it
Chug it.
like they do in Purdue.
You think that was named after the shot, the university?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes, I think so. I've read
I think
that
that's
somewhere.
where the boiler
It was on
maker
Wikipedia.
was born. You know, when you got nothing else to do, working in the factory all day, that probably tastes pretty damn good.
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah,
Yeah, probably tastes good to me tonight, right now. Who am I kidding?
yeah. Tastes good to me too. Tastes good on the bun.
4-6, I enjoy it. It's great.
4-6.
Cheers to you and Tones. You guys really
These are two
stepped
good
up,
choices tonight.
stepped up
Yeah.
your game from
Good job.
episode 3. That's for damn sure.
Good job.
Shout out New Belgium.
Shout out. The
Throw that in there for you guys.
Lincoln Hacksaw.
Now, D-Dub, while we're enjoying our bourbon and our spicy beer here, you had a fantastic set of events happen with the MLB futures market.
That was pretty wild, wasn't it?
That was
I think we've all enjoyed riding the wave with you.
Well, I was going
yeah.
to
We've
say,
had plenty of opportunities to ride the wave.
I've probably
Hopefully, we
been,
can partake financially in that.
I've probably been boring and annoying you guys a bit the last month.
All the above.
You only had a 2-hour conversation with Jimmy today on the phone about it.
I disagree. I think we all support each other. In fact, I tried to buy this from you when the Rangers were game out.
That's how Rich supports. He lowballs the piss out of you.
Lowballed it?
Hey, I did not make friends in my Monopoly game last night. I'll tell you that much.
There's like a private equity coming in and buying it out.
So I don't know how detailed we want to go into this, Jimmy, but I had 3 bets at the start of the year in March. Angels, 2 best players in the world, supposedly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were done by the trade deadline.
No
They were
dice.
not buyers, Rich.
I told you from the beginning that was a bad pick.
So you picked 4 teams to win the World Series. Angels?
I picked 3.
3. Okay.
Yep.
Angels
Yes, sir.
and these 2.
Rangers,
Yep.
Diamondbacks.
And how did the Angels do?
They didn't get to the trade deadline without.
No, they didn't make it.
I think they
But the
actually
other two-
they were in it though. They were actually in it longer than they usually are. To Daryl's credit, I mean, you
Yeah.
could have cashed that out for 25 in August.
Well, those other 2 might be worth something. You should probably take a look at those.
I'm going to.
Okay.
If I knew somebody that could count past their fingers and
I
toes,
run into problems with fingers. It
fingers
happens,
and
so
toes, I would ask for some help.
I'm not going to talk about that. I
But
had a math error today.
nevertheless, so yeah,
What were the odds on those?
I think the Diamondbacks is about 18,000 to 100, so 180 to 1.
180 to
Well,
1.
no wonder there's math
So
errors
that was
going on.
180 to 1.
1,800 to 18,000.
Wow.
Ah, that's pretty good. And then the Rangers was a little bit less than that. But
Significantly less than that. Was it 45?
Still pretty.
40,
Both preseason long shots in this scenario.
Yeah,
right?
for what I recall,
5,000. 5,000
you had,
to 100.
you would win 1,275 on the Rangers roughly, and then it was 4,800 on the
Yes, sir.
give or take, right,
Yes,
on
sir.
Arizona.
Exactly.
And now here we are.
Yep.
Here we are.
Yeah, pretty wild stuff. I'm not betting a ton of money. This is,
Some wacky stuff.
this is 1 unit, right? For me, it's
unit.
1 unit. I'm betting $25, and so the thing about futures bets, we've never really talked about them, Jimmy. But to me, you have to go for something that's going to return something because you're tying in baseball. You're tying up money for
It's a long time.
all
7 months.
half the year, sure.
Right, a CD ain't going to pay that shit back.
Not,
right?
yeah. So I mean, are you going to put?
That's like an I-bond. Or
Are you going to bet a favorite? That's going to pay 3 to 1. You're not looking at the
are pretty
Yankees
good
and the
right
Red
now.
Sox. You're not going to do it for a couple $100. Who wants to tie a couple $100 up?
No,
Right?
I agree with you.
So these are
That is
long shots.
Nobody has
and,
infinite money.
long shots. A couple teams that made big improvements over the offseason, and yet still people were really, rightfully so, not buying. I think the Diamondbacks actually have a negative run differential.
They do.
Wow.
in the regular season.
Yeah, they're like the
Negative
lowest win
Wow.
team
Yeah.
in the World Series.
I think
since-
there's
wow.
been one
Since
other
87.
team that has made it with a
87.
negative run differential.
That's incredible.
Minnesota.
The Minnesota Twinsies.
Who'd they play that
The
year?
Twinkies. I don't remember who they played,
Tigers.
but that was the other.
Detroit Tigers.
I mean, the Diamondbacks.
yes.
The Diamondbacks were the long shot, but the Rangers, that was underrated pick. They brought in. They had
Jacob
they lost
deGrom, I
DeGrom.
believe,
They
right?
lost DeGrom, but I mean, they had him, and they lost somebody else long term injury. But they brought in Scherzer.
They brought in Scherzer, which that's the one that scares me the most.
I can't
And-
believe they started him in Game 7.
No,
that was,
I know.
that guy Bochy was his name.
He's
got some balls on that. He got a set.
That's the thing about those bets is it was all basically in September I'm texting you every day letting you know what the numbers are because for the most part they weren't worth anything during the course of the year. I think the Rangers one was worth 3-1 basically or 2-1, and then we got into September and you get closer to who's making the playoffs, and once you make the playoffs in baseball, I mean if you
You got
could
a
have a
shot.
ticket on every team that's in the playoffs, whew.
You got a shot.
So it was, the last month's been interesting because it's been a lot of ups and downs. But honestly, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Rich, Diamondbacks and Rangers didn't lose in a game until the championship series.
You are correct. That made it a lot easier to sit with those bets.
Yeah.
And they took similar paths, right? They were both down 3-2
Both down 3-2 with 2 games to play on the road.
away. Crazy.
Wow.
Is that wild?
That's
So that's
some
where I
wacky
got in
stuff.
trouble. That hurt me a little bit because then I started hedging my bets, because I already knew that those tickets were what they were worth at that point in time because you're constantly offered a cash out on those tickets.
And that's been all over the place.
Yeah,
Because
it's
you've been giving us updates.
Yeah, I've been giving you way too many updates, Jimmy. I know. I'm sorry, Jimmy.
No, you don't have to apologize. I just ignored them for the most part. And then, once we got close to the World Series, I'm like, I should look at these and see what he's got going on.
You missed all my important texts. My mom died. The dog is sick.
I saw anything important. It's just if I saw the Rangers on there, I just said, okay.
We sent
Here's an
BS
update.
flowers to your mom.
But where I got in trouble was
Shout
just
out. Well, after we shout out her.
the last 2 games. My mom has been passed for some time
Many
now. I
years.
wouldn't joke about that, but
God rest her soul.
Right.
love you, Mom.
That's right.
But
You're the one that
out.
brought her up.
so the last couple games hurt me a little bit because I've been hedging my bet, thinking that I was gonna be,
So
losing those
the
tickets.
$1 million question is, do we have a hedge in effect for the series?
No,
Or
I
are
say
you-
go all in, man.
I actually
No.
said
Arizona.
sign up Ange and 500 credits on the backs, baby.
Oh, I don't know about that. That seems a little rich,
Back up the Brinks for the
a little
D-backs.
rich for my blood.
Either way, you're going to win $1,275, and then you have a $500 credit. That's $1,775 because you're going to win the credit, right?
I'm gonna put some more money on the
You're going to take a
Rangers.
JT bet and turn that around.
I'm gonna put some more money on the Rangers, but I really want to put a lot more on the Rangers, but I can't. I gotta.
It's 50-50, man.
I gotta wait and see what happens in the first game of the series.
Rangers have the home field advantage. That's not good for them.
That's not good.
Not good for them, but it wasn't good for the Diamondbacks either, if you look at it.
The Rangers do have the better
Good.
manager, I guess.
So-
Point.
Called even.
Yeah.
No, it was fine for them.
They just
They won 2 out of 3.
lost 1-2 in Philly on the
Sure.
road.
Do the math.
So they're a good road team.
However you want
So
to
are the
look at it,
Rangers.
it sounds like you want me to get down 500 on the Diamondbacks extra.
No, I think you
I
don't
say
do that.
yes.
No, I think you would
What
be
are the odds? What are the odds
absolutely
right now?
foolish.
What's the odds on Diamondback? What are the odds on the World Series right now?
You know, I wish I had more money on this because really this seems like a once in a lifetime
what's-
thing. You know,
Yes.
to
What's
actually
the
have
odds? Let me
2.
check that out.
Once in a lifetime.
But, I
Like
mean, to
40
have-
years left, man.
To pick the winner and loser, and have it in a year when they both were longer shots than
You do it again.
15
Come on,
teams?
you rolled in with the Angels MV today. You must be feeling it. Let's go. Diamondbacks, baby.
I think that's
Let's
a
gamble.
once in a lifetime. To get 2 of them for
Pretty-
sure,
Once in a
that's once in a lifetime.
Oh.
pretty wild.
To get one of them is going to be once every decade or more.
Daryl should start putting these futures bets in his regular bets here. Up
So
it
let's
up
see.
here.
just
Let's see.
something to think about, guys, is these boosts are offered all the time, right?
Boosts.
And so right now, for example, in the NBA league has just started. They're offering all these boosts. You can apply those boosts to future bets.
Is that a
Sure.
drop? Or are you saying that?
That's me saying it, but it's going to be a drop.
Yeah.
So at MGM is Rangers minus 175, Diamondbacks plus 145.
Oh, you have more opportunity to make more money. And so jealous right now. Unbelievable. Good job, Dubs.
What can I say?
Well, congratulations, though. But either way, whatever you decide to do, at least you're going to come out ahead. You couldn't lose at this point.
I'll find a way.
But I mean, you're going to work on it. I know, but I don't think you can do it. I don't think you could lose.
You keep betting on the Diamondbacks and losing all these credits.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's awesome.
So
I bet
hedging
against-
your bet. What are you down right now?
About $1,100.
Yes, you can see why leaving the Rangers alone doesn't make a lot of sense. Because the most he's
I
going to
didn't
come
know
out
he's
then
down
is
1,100. I thought he was
Yeah.
down 500 or 600.
he's done all kinds of hedging. It's a lot of hedging costs
There's a
in this
lot of
transaction.
bush down there, apparently. Jeez, oh, Pete.
So, I mean, I think at that point, especially at that point, you're going to settle for
All right,
$275.
I didn't know he was down 1,100 in hedging. Yeah, you can't mess up now.
Yeah, you just don't mess it up.
I
Just take
retract
your
my
money and be
statement.
happy. Buy
Just
some
all
bourbon.
you gotta do is trust yourself, man. Trust the process.
Like I say, down 3
This
to
just
2.
made a exciting story kind of sad, honestly. I'm really hoping the Diamondbacks kind of win. I'm a Ranger fan, but I'll pull for them just for you.
No, I think Jim's right. What did we figure out today, Jimmy? That I can basically net.
You could net $1,400 either way.
Yeah.
Either
so
way.
Either way,
Okay.
net
Still the
after
biggest-
what he spent in hedging.
That's
Yeah.
not a bad
Take it.
scenario.
Still the
And
biggest
then,
win of my
now we're
life.
pulling for the Rangers, right? Or you don't care?
I won't.
Well, at that
but,
point, you don't want to see the Diamondbacks win because that would
I'm
make
still
you
thinking
sick.
though. I'm still thinking about all this.
What do you think
Still
about it?
processing.
And
Game
I'm,
one on Friday night. I think it
I'm
is.
thinking maybe I'd be happy enough with $1,000 on
Sure.
the win on the Rangers side, and then
Yeah, you can tailor it to however you want. but
tailor it a little bit.
you got to do what you.
Taylor Swift?
A bespoke bet,
Yeah,
if you will.
bespoke betting.
Yes.
Sure. But no, that's
So,
awesome. That
it's
is really
been
awesome.
exciting.
Yeah.
So congratulations to you.
It's been a fun ride with you, Daryl.
Yeah, I'm
Congrats.
just kidding. I did look at most of your texts. Most of them. Probably 80% of them I looked
That's
at.
good to
I
hear.
like that a lot.
80% of the 500. Yeah. I looked at.
There wasn't that many, was
So if you,
there?
by the numbers, that's quite a lot of texts I had to
That's
look
a lot.
at.
I think I told you to sell the Diamondbacks when they're down 3-2. So
You did.
Yeah.
You did. You said to sell the Rangers recently too.
I don't know. It's been a wild ride, you know.
I hear you. Yeah. That's about it.
There we go.
All right. Well, here's something we haven't done in a while.
Is the show over?
No, but it's going to be a longer show tonight.
It's
It
trending
is.
that way.
Yeah. You guys want to?
Wings are down 2-0.
Rich, how
That's
you
a bummer.
You feeling okay over there?
I'm feeling great.
All right.
And that's
I'm
the
not
end of
apple
Richie's
picking in April.
postulations.
No.
Richie's postulations. It's time.
What? That was not the regular intro.
One more time, Jimmy.
You know, I was talking. Okay, hold on.
I mean, I'm not apple picking in April. Are you?
There we go.
No.
Oh.
Richie's postulations.
That's the first time I ever talked to Tone. He's like, "What a dick."
Yeah, that's right. I'm not picking apples in April. Are you?
I don't. I only go to Blake's in like September. So
So, Rich, you had actually texted to the group and said, God, I haven't postulated in a while.
Yeah, I'm a little built up.
A little built up. I wouldn't mind throwing a postulation out there. So the floor is yours.
let it loose.
I'm gonna
Yeah, let it fly.
pre-postulate here on something I saw after I sent the text.
We
But
didn't- you
I
didn't say
wish
you
I
could-
had video of this, guys, because you would have died. And I tried to get it, but I could not get it. So I was on my way to work the other day, and I don't know if you've ever seen the beggars there at Hall Road in Van Dyke.
Oh, yeah.
I'm accustomed to them.
Well, two guys were territorial. It was a territorial throwdown.
It was like blood in the crypts.
It was. I don't know if they started swinging after I left, but they were. It was a battle. It was a battle over who had the
same corner, or like
Yeah.
one side of the road.
Yeah, the one guy just takes the sign. He's like, starts. I mean, like, you guys
Turf
are
war.
obviously fighting. Everybody's scared. You're not going to make any money here.
Sure.
You know?
Is there one sign that you sympathize more than the other?
I don't pay them, so I don't really care. I disagree. I think half those people probably are making a living off that.
Yeah, I think so.
And you know, it seems like it's become so popular over COVID. Like almost every corner, it's crazy to come this far north. Usually, that was something you used to see in Detroit, or you know, like 8 Mile, or you know, if you go to the hospital over there, whatever that St. John's is
Hutzel.
over there.
Hutzel
Yeah,
or
Hutzel, Harper, St. John's,
The DMC.
Beyond.
Children's? Harper. Is that a women's hospital? Anyway, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be interrupting here.
But I honestly thought they were going to throw it down because they were just going at it. The guy had his. Apparently, if you put down one of those folding seats, that's your corner for the day. But I'm sure it's like both guys share the corner, but they were there at the same time. And I wish I had video because I would have loved to.
Do you think they
share
got
with you.
permits for the corner, like with the city?
Maybe that's where they're going to pull out their papers next. I had to go to work. So.
You probably need a permit for all that, right? Yeah, I would think so.
Anyways, I wanted to share a little postulation. So I had a little luck in myself this week while I was down and out with the Hilltop virus.
Hey!
The Chinese virus.
That's not
Don't
funny.
pinpoint it to Darko.
Right.
Darko's a
Right.
nice man.
Not cool.
All right, I was on my deathbed, so I'm like, one thing I haven't been successful in is too much is online poker, right? So I threw $30 down, and you guys are familiar with bounty poker?
I'm not a poker guy.
Coconut involved in
No,
that?
Bounty, I know poker, but Bounty is not in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, Tones knows poker.
So it's kind of interesting. It's a progressive pot. So what happens is you start it up, and then for about hour and a half, people can get into it before they shut off. People buy rebuys and all that stuff. You can rebuy up to that point. But anyways, with bounty poker, every time you knock somebody out, to knock them out, so if you're just starting the game off, you knock the guy out, you get $5 right off the bat. And then since I knocked that guy out, my bounty is $7.50 now because I've knocked that guy out. So if somebody knocks me out, it's $7.50.
Sure.
So, just playing. It's a grind, though. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend online poker to anybody. It's tough out there. It's, I
You gotta have
battled.
thick skin to do that. So.
You gotta have thick skin, and then I can't tell you how many times they tell you the percentages as the flop comes out.
Okay.
So you'll be sitting there with two kings, and it'll be 89%, 92%, and then boom, we lose,
Yeah,
right?
you get
Because
a
the guy
little
hits a straight or
overconfident.
something.
That sucks.
Yeah.
You're a little overconfident, a little cocky.
Yeah, so I can't tell you how many times I've tried, and then I'll be first in a tournament, but there's 2 hours left in the tournament. So I'll keep playing my king 8, and then you end up getting knocked out anyway. So this bounty tournament, not really knocking anybody out. My bounty's $15, right? So I've probably knocked out four to five people, and I find myself at the final table.
Okay.
300 people are in this tournament.
Gotcha.
So it's a bounty tournament, though. So if you win, you not in theory you collect a lot of the bounties because of whoever you knock out last
That makes sense.
has made. But they could in theory, if they've knocked out 60 people and I've knocked out 20, they could make more money.
Okay.
So I get to the final table, 7th out of 8th. 8 people make the final table. For about half an hour, 45 minutes, I just keep grinding. Just people, nothing's happening. Finally, after a while, 6 people left.
Okay.
5 people left.
This is regular 5-card poker? Is it?
No, this is Texas Hold'em.
Oh, Texas Hold'em. Okay.
So now I'm like, okay. The problem is it's bounty, though. So unless I start winning, even if I win the tournament out of 300 people, I might win $700.
Gotcha.
Because the bounties are building up. All of a sudden I get hot, find myself to the final 2. I knock out everybody. I have literally no chance at this, and I started going all in. I remember the exact hand. I had a jack 10 of clubs. The guy that was at the head table, he had the most money, called me all in. I'm like, if I'm not going to win with this, then
Yeah, forget it. You're not going to win.
and the guy was just he was bounty hunting. He had the most chips. He's just trying to knock people out. Well, I win that hand, and I'm second in chips now.
Okay.
I didn't knock him out, but I did knock him. I knocked him out eventually, and we're down to the final 2. This head-to-head went on for 15 minutes.
Oh, wow.
I had over $1 million in chips, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I was leader, loser. Knocked out the final guy, won the tournament.
Nice.
Nice.
$1,500, but $1,100 of it was bounties.
Well, still. That's
I
great.
know, but
I don't
you
care
had
what the money.
you had to grind to the end, to get those bounties. Or otherwise,
I don't care if it's dirty money or bounty money, whatever.
Yeah.
it was exciting. So
Crack money.
Give me an
I'll
arrow.
fucking win it.
it was fun. It was it's tough though. I don't think it's for everybody. I wouldn't call it was such a relief when you saw that final card flip up and you're 100%.
Okay.
Were you falling asleep with COVID? Before you knocked them
he
out.
was He
I
had
had
that
slept the whole
fever
day.
going.
I had boogie fever.
None of this actually happened, did it?
He's delusional.
But
Thought it happened.
Did you have the
I'll tell
shakes?
you why it's tough though, because I did another $30 tournament 2 days later. I'm hot, right? So I'm gonna try again, and 300 something people. Top prize is like $3,000 this time because
Okay.
it's not bounty.
Gotcha.
No bounty.
Gotcha. So
But-
the final prize is more if it's not bounty because you're not winning any money along the way. Is that what I'm
Exactly.
understanding? Okay. Okay.
And here's the thing: is like once again, I found myself up, down, up, down, up, down, and then here we are. And I think the top 64 made the money, and I got down to about 39th or 38th, and I won $64 out of 300 people. Anyways, my thing is if you're it's tough to. I mean, if you're going to get into online gambling, I
Steer clear.
I say steer clear. I think it's a grind. It's not. I wouldn't say it's fun all the time. Sometimes you're handling house duty. We
A
got the
little
new
stressful.
dog. I'm taking the new dog out to pee. I'm like looking at my phone.
Yeah, how is Bernie Mac? By the
I'll
way,
bring him into. We almost got him potty trained. He's about 3/4 of the way. So maybe
Are
we'll bring
you
him.
gonna bring him next week?
Yeah, we'll bring him. We'll bring
Okay.
him next week if we're not on the road. And
I like that.
Yeah,
We're
Mac's
not
been
on the
great.
road.
I will say a little. My last postulation is I signed the paperwork for Bernie Mac, and all the paperwork says 400, but apparently the lady charged me 700 because he's
So
pure
she-
breed, which is bullshit.
So she got an extra 300 bounty for that.
She took 300 of my bounty dollars. Unbelievable. But
a
you know
bounty?
what? Here's the deal with Mac is I guess he's she did go down and save him because I guess what the Amish do when the Amish are big breeders, I guess. Apparently he came from a barn down in
Yeah.
Ohio.
They're breeders with their own kids.
They do,
too.
and after
Sure they
5
are.
months, if after 5 months they don't sell the dog, if no one picks them up, they just kill them.
Dog-
Get rid of
oh,
them.
that's horrible.
Dog Holocaust.
It is.
That's bad.
I guess they figure like no one's going to pay top dollar after 5 months for a dog. No, she picked him up. He's a great dog. I took him in today for the vet. He's fully healthy and
Excellent.
yeah, worked out. I mean, he was worth the
Congratulations.
700, but even though the paperwork said 400, so I do have a little
Little
beef
bit of
with
a
that.
problem.
Who was the middleman? Was that wasn't Realtor Lauren, was it?
No, it was somebody that she knew though, because
I was gonna say that could be considered soliciting.
Yeah,
I
who
think.
took the override? on
Right,
that?
right. No, it was a lady out of Berkeley that
Soft
she goes.
dollars
She
going
always
on.
saves
Soft
killed.
dollars.
Her thing is she saves dogs that are going to get killed. So she'll drive down to Alabama. Like Lauren's dog is from Alabama. Like because once they're in the pound, they'll say, "Hey, in 3 months these dogs are going to get killed if no one picks them up." So she'll go down there and pick up these type of dogs. So she does a good thing. The lady, I forget the name of the place out of Berkeley, but she does save dogs that are going to be killed, basically.
Sounds like Tone's favorite.
That's honorable.
One of Tone's favorite journalists, Keith Olbermann, constantly posting about kill lists in New York
But,
City.
Isn't he coming to your progressive dinner?
No, it's
No.
well, we have like a conservative progressive dinner.
Okay, I got you. I get you.
But have you guys
like
ever
Teddy
seen?
Roosevelt
Have you
would
guys
be
ever
there.
seen that? The Keith Olbermann, he constantly tweets picture of a cute little dog. Bernie is gonna die tomorrow.
Oh, jeez,
He,
that's horrible.
Bernie loves. No wait, I'd be like next tweet. Mick loves tennis balls. Mick also loves having his belly rubbed. Mick also loves scratching behind his ears. Mick is dying tomorrow.
He would have been better
doesn't wanna
off.
die.
He would have been better off staying at ESPN instead of going in the political realm. So,
I agree.
and that's why we got Pat McAfee now. So
That's right. Whoop, whoop.
I
My
mean,
boy.
basically, the bottom line is, if you're not good at gambling like I am, stay away from poker.
That's
even if
kinda
you're
what I got
deathly
out of
ill
Okay.
and have diarrhea on the toilet for hours, and you could play, get some bounty while you're.
That's true. I need
you're
my.
dropping
I do
liquid.
need a fix every now and then.
Yeah.
Bounty and Charmin at the same time. By
Shout
the
out
way,
to Bounty.
shout out.
Shout out, Bounty.
Shout out,
Is there a
Bounty.
quicker picker upper?
No, that's
Shout
the
out.
number one.
Yeah.
And by the way, speaking of Lauren, Realtor Lauren,
Yeah.
also knows FK Lauren. Hey, it was nice to meet you,
I
by
thought
the
we were
way.
gonna stop using that
Realtor Lauren?
that tagline for her
Yeah, it's FK Lauren. I know better.
because we met
that's
her in
forced I have
person
it.
for the first time.
She says, as of today, not potty trained.
Oh,
So you let you read
sounds
between
like
the
she
lines
didn't
there.
get him out
Well,
in time. She is watching him for me.
Hopefully she'll have you potty trained soon, Rich. Pretty soon.
Oh, she's talking about Mac.
Oh, I thought she was talking about
Wait,
her.
I don't know who is.
Rich.
She'll have to clarify.
Tell Lauren I would say proof or it didn't happen.
Right, that's right. He said, "Go ahead and put a pic in the chat." And still a great pup, though. She also says,
He's a good dude.
"Good dude."
And he's a guy. You know, I have too much women in my life.
You gotta have testosterone.
We need a little testosterone. I guess he was humping my daughter the other day. She didn't care for that too much, but I gave him a high five
You need
behind his
men.
back.
Boys in the hood.
Neutered and spayed, I remember Bob Barker talking about.
He doesn't have to be. He's too young.
Oh.
So we gave a paw high five after the vet told us that. We're pretty excited.
Help control the pet population.
Wait a second. I don't know much about dogs.
Hey, you don't have any animals.
I have no
You're-
pets. I have 2 kids, but I have no pets.
Close enough.
You're anti-animal. It's okay.
But you don't have to get neutered or spayed because you're too young?
Yeah.
There's a certain range,
Yeah, you gotta let them.
But dogs are 7 years.
That's a common
Well,
misnomer.
I didn't get
That's-
neutered till I had 3 kids. I wouldn't get neutered at 20
Right.
before I had kids.
And dogs over their average lifespan, it's 7 years. But right now, he's not even a teenager yet. So.
But at some point in the near future, you're going to have to get him neutered.
Well,
right?
he's at 5 months, and 6
Yeah.
months is the first month of recommendation. So he's close, but he's
Yeah.
not quite there yet. We decided we're going to go through our shots first.
No, before he starts, banging chicks in the wild, you gotta rein it in.
I mean, he's an F1 Bernedoodle. He could be a stud.
Could be.
Lauren-
Lauren,
if you
You're
Lauren
getting a
says,
stud fee, a
Yeah.
stud bounty fee.
Yeah,
And if
another
he gets an
bounty.
F1 Bernedoodle female, let me know. He's available
All right.
for a small
Like
fee.
Bob Baffer would pay
About
for that.
$700 or so.
yeah, she says that 6 months they have to be, says Realtor Lauren.
Yeah, there's a point of no return too. I think, right?
I don't think so.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm too old.
Shoot, I didn't want to
Still stud me out. I'm just fine.
I didn't want to get cause a problem between you two, but
We're going. We're fine.
We're good.
Thanks for your concern, Daryl.
Shout out, Lauren.
Yeah.
Shout out, Lauren. Thanks for taking care of me. She helped me get over the Hilltop virus, Chinese virus.
Yeah, she
The chill top.
helped you get back in the car because
Hilltop.
you're stumbling out of the hilltop last week.
There you were.
No, what are you talking about?
Thank God for
outta
Lauren.
here.
I wasn't about to carry your ass. That's for sure.
Unbelievable. Get out of here.
You guys want to talk about? Oh, thanks for postulating. By the way, Rich, are you
Yeah,
guys?
thanks.
Are you done? I didn't mean to cut you off here.
I'm
but-
done.
Okay. All right. That was a Richie's postulation. Everybody.
hit it.
Oh, yeah. Oh no. Hold on. Where's it at?
Too late.
There we
Forget
go.
it.
Apple picking in April. Are you?
No.
Oh.
Richie's postulations. And there it was.
Felt good.
Hey, how are we doing year to date here, folks?
I went 2-4 last week. Yeah, I'm hanging around the break even.
2-4. D-Dub went 2-4, or
2-4.
2-4. Tones. I think it was 2-4 basically.
Yeah.
JT,
Everybody went 2 and 4
2.
except for you, Jimmy.
Yeah, 4-2. I did the opposite of you guys.
Oh,
So here's what we're looking at. We got
Had a great week
Rich
overall.
back in the red, just a hair down. Let's say 1.11 units. You got D-Dub lifetime down 19.43 units. So could use a little work there, but plenty of time. Plenty of time left. Tones down just 6 units right now, 6.06. Your boy JT plus 9.87, and for the group we are in the red, not black, 16.73 units. Although for the last 30 days again, plus 1.08 units. And then if we're going to go back and talk a little bit about NFL, which is our bread and butter here, folks. For the group, we're up 11.57 units. Rich down just a little bit there. D-Dub down just a little bit there. Tones up 2.96 units. And JT up 14.68 units, 33% on your National Football League.
The last month is probably the most important, since NFL kicked in.
Yeah, last 30
agree.
days. I don't have what we did in NFL.
it's really
last
more just entertainment
30,
than NFL kicks in.
Yeah, the summer I was betting on lumberjack competitions.
You
Yeah.
were. You were on that. You were on.
The stone skipping.
What about
you see that?
NCAA? I feel like I've done good in that. You don't have to
NCAA?
break down on that?
I didn't put it down, but
That's all right.
it's very accessible here.
That's
hold
where
on one
Jimmy's
sec.
been weighing
Where
us
can I
down.
assess that, Jim?
Yeah. What's that?
Where can I assess that?
You can go to the numbersguys.live. I'm sorry, not the numbers guys, just numbersguys.live.
Okay.
And there's a link right on there that says pick performance or picks performance. And it's broken down for all of us by sport individually by sport, what we've done the last 30, 60, 90, 180 days, 365 days, whatever you want. It's all on there. For the group, NCAA football, we're down 9.14 units. But Rich specifically, let me look at you here. Richie. You are up. You are up, my friend. Plus 3.56.
Yeah, I feel like football's been
Units.
good overall. So.
Yeah. I don't think NCAA has been good for anybody but you, though, if I'm being honest here. Let me look at
Because
mine.
I got the. Did you ever read the book I gave you there, Daryl?
I'm down 4.
Define read. I've fingered it, thumbed through it,
Yeah. It's like I
what
do
she
with your
said.
text.
thumbed through it a little bit.
I think we got the line of the week, folks.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that's it.
I don't think I read it from cover to cover.
That's fair enough.
Cover to cover, Jimmy.
Fair
No,
enough.
not cover to cover.
Fair enough.
No.
My bets.
We enjoyed it,
Yeah,
nonetheless.
I guess. Sounds like it. Sounds like the magazine enjoyed it.
Hey. What do you guys think? Maybe time for some trivia before we...
Let's do trivia.
Get
We
kicked
haven't
off
done
of
trivia
YouTube?
yet.
No, we haven't.
I thought
We're
that was
running
like
a little
the
long
second
today.
thing we did.
I'm
Running a
doing
little long
trivia right
today.
now.
All right, let's do some trivia.
Bring it.
Calling the masters of facts, the sultans of stats, the czars of knowledge that isn't learned in college.
You
It's
need to
the
refill this
Numbers
pretty soon.
Guys
Help
Trivia.
yourself. Help yourself. Tones, if you want some more envy.
And we're back for Numbers Guys Trivia. Of course, the winner of this is immune from buying beer. The loser must buy the beer next week. After Rich buys it next week. I think he owes us one, right? Tones, you should have a week off.
I owe somebody.
Yeah.
So next time Tones has it, I'm paying.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the 90s.
Yeah, this is the trivia question. And how many Super Bowls did the Buffalo Bills appear in during the 1990s? And how many Super Bowls did the Buffalo Bills appear during the 1990s?
You get points for getting it in first.
No, but you certainly get props from your friends and family.
How about if I name you every team they lost to? Do I
If
get
you could
props
do
for
that, that's extra credit. That's
Okay.
extra credit. Yeah, that's extra credit. Okay. And we will divulge the answer later on in the show. Yes.
You like buying the beer, don't you, Jimmy?
I'm not buying it.
Oh,
Oh, wow. Pass that down, please.
Yeah, by the way, if everybody gets it right or if nobody gets it right, I got to buy the beer. And I can tell you tonight, not having to buy.
oh.
Tones, who just scored here? Nobody.
Nobody. Oh.
All right. What's next on this list here? We got a little segment that we call the.
I think actually Jim might have. Well, no.
What's
I
that?
don't think so. Never mind.
No?
I thought you maybe snuck one by me because maybe they played in the '89 Super Bowl.
No.
Would that
I
count?
didn't sneak one by you.
Okay. No, I
Would
think
the
I got it
89
right.
Super Bowl count?
Negative.
Well, the '89 season was played
Gotcha.
in '90, right?
Gotcha,
So
gotcha.
Yeah. We'll have to stay tuned and find out what the answer is here.
I'm all ears.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Whole NFL in 30 minutes.
Let's do it.
Or so.
Fire it up.
I'm D-Dub.
I am Tones.
I'm Richie. And in my neighborhood, we have a train that comes through.
And I'm JT, the whole NFL, and possibly the ghost of Andy Rooney
Buying their patches on suit jackets.
in 30 minutes. Good?
Yeah, you're good.
I'm out.
All right. The whole NFL in 30 minutes. So the idea behind this is there's a lot of NFL games every week, 16 of them sometimes a few less than that, right? And we like the NFL here at the Numbers Guys.
I have a quick question.
Yes, sir.
Is that robe for sale on our website?
The robe is right there if you want. I'm saving it because when we get 100 subscribers, I'll be wearing that for the entire show.
Hey, we're only 17 away. Punch, smash.
Yeah. So if that's incentive for you not to
picked up a few
subscribe,
new
I don't know what it is.
subscribers?
We did.
did.
Yeah, we're at 81, I think.
81?
Yeah.
Trending.
Yeah.
We should
we're trying.
rent an airplane and like drop your those koozies just over the mass population.
I have a fuck ton of koozies left.
We'll use those eventually.
No,
But I'm
yeah,
thinking
well,
more
you-
of a smoke advertisement.
Well, we're only limited by our budget, so whatever you guys want to come up with, we can do it. Anyway, what I was saying is we go over every NFL game, give our initial thoughts, our initial impressions on these games. We got to cover each one in 2 minutes, so this shouldn't go much longer than 30 minutes, although I guarantee you it'll go at least 45.
A lot of
And-
teams on bye this week.
Is there
Daryl.
a lot of ice? Okay.
No buys this week.
No bites?
No buys this week, I don't think.
Yeah, there is. Maybe not. I don't know.
No, I don't think there is. I think no buys this week.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
No Lynn bias this week?
16 games.
16 games.
Wing score.
They're down 2-1.
Wing score.
Let's
That's
go.
good. I need the over to hit
He
too,
needs
so
the
it's
over.
okay. It's
It's
okay.
a
Yeah, that's
package
fine.
deal here.
What's the where are we at? Second period?
Just starts 60 minutes left in the second period. 2-1.
3 goals on the
Jets.
board. Okay.
Three goals
Wow.
on
No
the
right,
teams
good.
on the bye week.
Good,
This is
good,
an hour-and-a-half segment. Let's go.
Yeah, it might take us a little while.
The next person that comments in the chat room, I will buy a Bush Light for at the Hilltop tonight.
That's awfully
a
nice.
Busch
Or
Light.
an atomic
Latte.
pumpkin.
Nope, Bush Light.
I don't think they have it there.
How about a Peroni?
Peroni's always good.
Did they have that?
Yeah, they did.
Nice.
On bottle, non-tap.
It was a surprising.
I had one of those
situation.
at the.
Yeah, that's what I offered everybody. So I was trying to buy everybody some
Oh,
Peronis
Peroni
last
all day
night.
long, dude.
Yeah.
All day long.
I know I bought Tones one.
Yeah,
They're
I
delicious.
appreciate it.
No problem.
You guys ready to do this? Are you feeling
Let's
up
do
to
it.
this? This is a lot of work.
Let's
Fire
go.
it up.
Fire
Can we
it
do
up.
Can we
Fire it!
All right, hurt my ears. Okay. Here we go. First game is going to be the Bucks at the Bills. This is tonight. It's probably just about ready for kickoff. It is. You got the Bills minus 446 on the money line. The Buccaneers plus 344. You got the spread minus 8.5 for the Bills. Total is 43. Who wants to start this one? Somebody pick it.
I already said it earlier, Bills. And I gave you the reasons earlier, so I'm going to let somebody else have some time on this game.
Are the Bills in? They're bullies, but are they in kill mode right now? I think
not.
they'll just settle for a win. I don't know about covering 8.5. It means they're probably going to win by like 10ish. You know, like I don't think so. I think a touchdown or less. But so yeah,
So you're saying take the Bucks?
I'm saying I'm not doing anything on
Okay.
it.
Just want to be clear.
Bills haven't impressed me like the last couple years. I just think there's not going to be much going on. I would take the under on this game if I had to
Really?
add a place to bet. Yes, under.
Interesting.
Yep.
I
had
bet you a
that
Peroni on that.
single game parlay that I told you about earlier. But I mean, as far as the straight lines go, no chance.
Nothing.
What do you think? 6-pack of Peroni? Tones?
I'm going to go on the over.
Are you going over? No.
I would go over.
Yeah, I'm
That's-
thinking over 2 Tones.
I know.
This is
I know
under.
what you're saying because I know that that the Bucks can't score. They almost have no
And
offense.
the Bills haven't been. What did the Bills look like to you the last few weeks?
Mayfield's hurt too, actually. So.
And
yeah,
the,
he is.
both
I think-
defenses are banged up.
Are banged up. That's I think what might get us there. So I came up with 46.8 as my total. It's at 43. I mean, it's not. I didn't actually play it, but I'll throw some Peroni on the line here.
Bills are going to win like 17-10.
What do you think?
something like
What do you think? Tones? 6-packs of Peroni?
I'll bet. I don't think there's going to be much scoring going on. in
All
this
right,
game.
let's do it. 43.
43 is the magic number.
You get a
We'll
12
see what
pack
happens.
if you
Tune
win.
in next week to the numbers guys to see what happens.
Side bets. That
Yes, sir.
happens.
That happens from time to time.
Let's save 10 seconds.
We've got next up the Saints, the Colts. Colts minus 109, Saints minus 110. This is a pick 'em if you ever saw one, right? Colts plus 1, 43.5 is your total. Who wants it?
I don't think anybody wants this game. I mean,
No,
I thought the Saints would do better against the Jags last week at home. It disappointed me. I can't. You gotta be crazy if you know what you're talking about in this game, or you got some inside info. I'm staying out. Keep your money. Save it for something else.
Pick them in the truest sense. I mean, it was Colts were favored in this game.
Yeah, it's been all over.
And it flipped. It flipped from -1 to +1.
Flip the script.
them.
I wanted to get down on the Saints +1 so I could tease it, but that's not available anymore. So
I would say Saints find a way to win. That could be a pretty game, but
I don't hate it.
Saints will win.
Yeah.
If
I don't
had
like
to-
either one.
If I had to put money on it, so
However, my numbers do come for an under here.
sure,
37.9 is what I came up with. The total does seem a little high at 43.5. Doesn't that sound high?
It does seem high for this.
Yeah, I'd go under here. And I do actually have the Colts as part of a teaser. I'm on the Colts side of it. But I think at this one, you pick one.
Sure.
You know?
I can't remember a goddamn thing that happened last week because I was watching all that baseball.
Oh, see, yeah, I was watching. I was watching the
That
National
Jags
Football
Saints
League.
game looked pretty good. I from what I recall, the tight end dropped one in the back of the end zone, and the Saints would have had it tied.
What did the Colts do last week?
Hell if I know.
Colts.
Well,
what
they
did
look
they
like
do?
it.
Buy, out of buy?
No, I think they played.
No, they played. It was like a similar game where it was like a.
Yeah.
Was it the Browns?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hate
Yeah.
the Colts.
That's what it was. Colts and Browns.
Hate 'em.
Colts should have won. They got screwed.
They got screwed.
I'm a
Lost by
Christian,
point,
you
I
know,
think it
Jimmy.
was.
I'm a Christian.
Yes.
Hate the Colts.
Well, hate's a big word, Daryl.
It's
a big
If you're
word.
a Christian, you should be forgiving.
Well, he
All
likes
right,
the
I
Saints,
forgive him.
obviously.
I forgive him.
All right, let's move on. We got the Jags at the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers plus 123 on the money line. Jags minus 146. The Steelers are getting 2.5 at home. 42 is your total. Tones, what do you think here, Tones?
Ooh, it's a tough one. I usually like to pick something for every game, but this is one I would probably just sit and watch and not put any money on. So
Jag's still hungover from that trip across the pond.
Yeah, they're still jet lagged, I think.
So they won 2 over there, and they've won 2 in a row here. So they're on a 4-game winning streak. So let's head into London.
The Steelers feel like a team that you got to ignore their record on, you know?
I don't even know. What is their record? 4-2 now?
I think they're 3-3 or 4-2, right?
They beat the
4-2
Rams.
Steelers.
Yeah.
Versus the 5-2 Jags.
If I've ever heard of a team that's more 2-4 than 4-2, this would be it.
I think they're a fraud. I think eventually
Fraudulent.
that catches up. And does that mean I would bet the Jags here? Probably not. I would probably leave this one alone. But a home dog Steelers against the Jaguars getting 2.5 points.
2.5 points.
You better tease that one.
Yeah.
I agree with Daryl, and I don't agree with him much, but this smells like poop all over it. I mean, this is, if I'm, we do know how great I am at lines and poker. So, I mean, this to me is a break-even line, and you're giving the Steelers 2.5. I'm not taking them, but something stinks about this game, and I agree with Daryl. I think this is an 8-8 team at best. I don't think they're very good. I don't like Kenny Pickett. I do like George Pickett, but not Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, Rich, I think it's going to be like a 21.5-19 victory.
I think you're right,
I'm
Daryl.
with you.
I'm with you on
Kumbaya,
that.
brother.
21.5, probably to 19. Sounds about right. For this one, man, I really like the Jags typically, but the Steelers always have a way where they're going to either make it like a 1-point loss or a 1-point win, it seems like. You know what I mean? They're always right there. Mm-hmm. And you don't know how they do it. But then you look at the score at the end of the game, you're like, what the hell happened? I just went and took a piss, and now they're back in the game, or they won by a field goal. You know what I mean? So I'm staying away from this one. Moral of my story.
good call.
I'm staying away from this one. Okay, we got the Texans and the Panthers in Carolina. The Panthers coming off a bye. Plus 133 for the Carolina Panthers versus the Houston Texans at minus 158. Panthers are getting 3 at home. Your total, 43.5. You got a little CJ versus Bryce here, possibly. Rich, what are you thinking here, buddy?
I got a story here. So in high school, when I was a sophomore and my friends were seniors, I joined a pool one time, and the Patriots were 0-8, and it was a pick 'em pool, and everybody laughed at me because I took the Patriots because they were 0-8, and I won the pool 2 weeks in a row, which pissed off all the seniors. My point of the story here is that the Panthers are going to win a game. They didn't look too bad last week. I have a funny feeling the Panthers at home are going to pull this one out, even though I really prefer the Texans in this game. I just wanted to share that story with you, but I'm not going to touch this game.
Well, thanks for sharing.
I would agree with just about what I could understand of that. Panthers probably will win this game. I don't think it's a good bet, though. But what about maybe a possible teaser? That's going to be the theme of the show.
Could be a teaser.
like
Possible
being teased.
teaser. Maybe 6.5.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, like Jim, like you showing there on the under, I would tend to the under on this game. If I wouldn't pick a side, but I would think it's gonna be a low scoring affair.
Low scoring affair.
Yeah.
And you know what I might do? I might get crazy here. I might take Texans money line in the under. That's what I might do. It's the same game parlay, and that's
Okay.
JP.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have anything yet.
I
but
tread lightly on this. It's almost like CJ Stroud is the better quarterback, but then Bryce is going to get the win, right? Something funny. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't like it.
You don't like it. Is it because you love it? No, it's not it, is it?
Saving all kinds of time. Let's move on, Jim.
Yeah, we're moving. Eagles commodes. You got they are going to be a plus 237 dog at home. The commodes are Eagles minus 297, 6.5. The commodes are getting at home. 43.5 is your total. T-Dub, you want to?
All right,
Looks like
Jimmy,
a game
if
you
it's
love.
6.5, should you tease the Eagles? Get it down to minus minus a half.
I have that as one of my best bets, but
Yeah.
not a 6.
Jimmy likes the 10-point swings. So.
Yeah, I got a 10-point.
I would probably do the 6, and then the Eagles are just need to win. Bit of a rivalry game here, if there are such a thing in the NFL. Rich, is there a rivalry in the
Same,
NFL?
same thing. I
There's
mean,
rivalries.
I'm hoping everybody in the Survivor League, the 8 of us left, takes the Eagles in this game because I think it's gonna be close. But of course, the Eagles could win by 7 at the end of the game. It's a perfect line.
Yeah,
I can't hate this.
that's all I would say. Is
I tip my cap to Vegas.
potential tease.
Okay.
Eagles will win by a touchdown or so. So I would take the Eagles on this.
Taking the Eagles. Does this feel to you? Wasn't there a game that we said, was it the Jets? Who beat the Eagles? The Jets that beat them?
The Jets beat them.
Yeah.
The Jets beat them. I think I took the Jets that day. In fact, I know I took the
Yes.
Jets that
I think
day.
we all said that for
This
sure.
kind of feels
Yeah.
similar in a way where the Commodes could just somehow flush this one out.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Civil War veteran Sam Hall IV pulled this one out.
He's got a cool beard, I bet.
Sure he does.
I would almost. I do have this as part of a 10-point teaser. I don't know if I would just take it down 6 points.
Oh, you think
Plus
I think
237?
it could be something stupid.
So now, Jimmy,
win by a point.
if Eagles are minus 6.5,
We're not going to go over this again.
Jimmy,
This is advanced
actually,
math.
give them 10 points.
for
For advanced
entertainment
math.
purposes, if we could bring up Josh Allen's post-game interview last week from the Commodes,
Sure, I can do that.
that was the most entertaining, and he might fire up the Commodes to make this interesting. Did you guys catch that?
No.
Oh, Van Pelt played it. It was hilarious. It was basically he said one word and the other 18 words were like bleeped out. How happy he was.
Yeah. That was pretty good. That was good. I like that.
I was busy watching Bob Costas' thoughts on the wild card in baseball.
No, that was good. I like that. He was passionate.
He was asked what his thoughts were on
He's
the-
like 7 freaking years I've been dealing with this bullshit, basically. So
Jeez.
All right, let me see if I can get
What was
this
he
on
so
here.
upset about?
he's been there 7 years and they
yeah,
lose.
and
all
they're
the
like
time.
2-4 now, and he's just sick of it.
It's like I'm
It's
fucking tired of this shit.
It's like
dude.
Taylor Decker on the Lions.
Yeah,
a couple years
when he
ago.
did, and then they turned it around after that.
Yeah.
Let's just see if this works here.
What we got, Jim? Tasting notes.
Angel
Delicious.
Envy.
Oh, we don't want that. Oh, that's not right. Wow, this is a.
It's definitely worth
I'm
the
not getting
time
the
if
audio
we can
either.
pull it up like you did so valiantly a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you may have to give me a little time
It's
here.
okay.
We'll
you
do
know,
it
we
at the
can.
end.
Let's talk about the next game while you bring up the Josh Allen.
Yeah, we'll talk about the next game. What is the next game, folks? Next game, we just did Eagles and Commodes. We got the Rams and the Cowboys. Rams at the Cowboys at AT&T. Minus 280 is your Cowboys. Rams plus 222.
This game has Rich conflicted.
Well, we're going to start with Rich here because this has his initials and his favorite team.
The Rams lost to the fucking Steelers last week. That was embarrassing. The Cowboys are coming off the bye. The Cowboys are going to look good this year.
Something else Rich is interested in?
Oh,
True that. Cowboys
True
gonna
that.
Win. Cowboys going to win by more than a touchdown. And my initials fail me, but I gotta go with the Cowboys here. I think they're win by double digits. So that's I'm done with the Rams. I think they suck down. That's my opinion.
I think the Cowboys, you raise a good point. They're probably going to be slinging it around coming off the bye. So I can see that one getting out of hand.
I think so. I think they knock out Stafford in this game.
Oh.
And the Rams start his downward spiral.
Wishing a little vengeance on his former favorite
sure.
player.
Former favorite quarterback.
Never.
I just saw you took the jersey off on the way in here.
Never.
Tom, do you remember?
Cowboys, we've seen, they looked really good early on. Recently, not so much, but they're coming off the bye.
Don't worry.
I-
Cooper Kupp
I-
will get his touchdown tone.
I think I would just stick away from this game. I don't
Fair enough.
have a feeling on this game. I would just keep your money aside, ammo for another game. So
Okay. Myself, nothing doing here. Nothing doing here. I have no opinion. Now, if we want to try to get this audio, I'm going to have to run and find. See, what I did was There's a cable that I need that plugs from here into here.
No,
which I brought with me to the Hilltop.
That was
It's here
funny,
somewhere.
though.
Save it for next week.
All right, we'll save it for next week.
Yeah, look it up, folks.
We'll save
It's entertaining.
We'll
It was funny.
Yeah, I got
post-game
I got it
interview.
here. We won't be able to hear it.
Sure.
This microphone smells like a beer.
Microphone smells. We got the Patriots and the Dolphins.
Regular
the Patriots
crowd
and the Dolphins. Man, what happened with the Patriots last week? That was kind of bizarre, right?
Weird.
Yeah,
Weird.
they won a game.
Weird.
Minus 460 for the Dolphins. Patriots plus 352. Minus 9 is your line. The Dolphins are going to be laying that. They're at home. 46.5 is your total. Toners, you like anything here?
Yeah, Patriots came strong last game. I think it was an anomaly, though. I could see the Dolphins winning by 10 or more. So
Are you a Patriots son or what?
no, I'm a Brady fan, not a Belichick fan. So I would take the Dolphins.
The Dolphins are kind of in that Bills category of bullies, and even the Lions. When they fight a team that they can beat up on, then they'll score at least 2 touchdowns more.
Right.
So I could see that, but Patriots are playing a little better than they were
They were.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd probably fart around with that 10-point deal and take the Dolphins, but also 19 would be good. That's all.
I don't know how the Patriots pulled that. Was that in Buffalo last week they won that game? I think it was.
That was the week before, wasn't it?
No, they beat the Bills last week. But, I mean, the Dolphins are coming off the loss to not the Phillies, but the Eagles. I give the Eagles a lot of credit. I was surprised they beat them that much. The Dolphins really didn't play that bad. I think they lay it on. I think Mac Jones sucks. If I'm betting anything, I'm taking the Dolphins on this game.
Yeah, I'm with you. If I'm going to actually,
Concur.
if I did anything, I would take the Dolphins, but I wouldn't do anything here. God, look at my totals. Comes to the exact number, 46.5.
That's crazy.
That's pretty crazy. Spread, you're within 1. You're not going through a key number. Yeah, nothing doing here. Although, don't you said the Dolphins, you can see them winning by a touchdown and a field goal plus?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, that's, I guess if I was gun to my head, that's probably what I would go with.
I mean, would you be surprised if this game was 37-10?
No, I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be. But then I wouldn't be too surprised if all of a sudden Patriots win. You know,
There's
on
some
this
injury issues on the Dolphins.
Sure, for sure.
And there is on the Patriots as
too.
well.
Yeah,
but,
there is. Right.
But, I mean, you're talking about Hill and Waddle and the running back.
It's going to severely limit their offense.
his name?
It doesn't matter which running back you plug into that Dolphins.
Jeff Wilson is back, by the way.
Jeff Wilson III is a fine running back. So is Mozart.
This is, you know,
Mozart?
I'm looking forward.
Beethoven.
Mostert?
Mostert. That's the feller I was thinking of.
Or Mozart. Here is one I'm looking forward to this game for some reason more than almost any other game this week. I don't know why. But the Jets at the Giants. You know, it's a home game for both teams, essentially. You got the Giants plus 127, the Jets minus 151. The Giants are getting 3 at home. 36.5 is your total. It should be an offensive masterpiece. What are you guys thinking?
You're a New Yorker at heart, aren't you, Jimmy?
At heart.
That's why you really
That wasn't New York, was
paying
it?
attention.
I thought it was.
Hot? Is that Boston?
In your system there, Jimmy, what did you add for the home field advantage in this one?
This one, there was no home field advantage.
Oh.
Well, the Giants season ticket holder is going to be there.
Yeah, they're going to be there. There'll be plenty of Jets fans.
How much
though,
did
too.
you subtract out for Aaron Rodgers not playing?
That one has already been calculated in.
Who's the quarterback over there at the Giants?
Tyrod Taylor.
That's a difference maker.
That could very well be the difference maker. I hate to screw around with this one, but I am teasing it. I am teasing the Jets, and it's probably got to be, according to your number, it's got to be 6.5. But you know, I do think the Jets are playing pretty well right now. But then again, so are the Giants.
Yeah, I think Dan Jones being out is probably a benefit to them.
Definitely
It's an upgrade.
Yeah, he hasn't been that
Landscape
good.
fella?
No, Daniel Jones. I'm sorry. Different Dan Jones.
Sorry.
It's inside joke.
Downs?
I would parlay this Jets in the under on this. I think it's gonna be very low scoring, and Jets will win by I don't know more than 3. But I would do a parlay.
Okay.
Jim, if you're looking forward to this game, I'll share that ayahuasca with you because This game's terrible. Like,
It'll be
why,
terrible. Low scoring.
Why would you
Junk.
want? Why are you
Seems like it's
going to
be a fun game. It's gonna be a fun game to
It's going
watch.
to be a fun game to watch. I think the Tyrod Taylor is a backup for a reason. Better than Dan Jones, but a backup for a reason. Jets going to take this game. I think the Giants don't get more than 6 points.
Going to be on CBS, by the way. 1 o'clock game, in case you're interested. And I'm going to go. I know my numbers come to Giants plus 1.7, and they're getting 3. I'm going against my own numbers here. I'm going to go Jets. I take the Jets. In fact, I have them as a top pick, and I'm with you, Tones. I would probably take just a little piece and do Jets and the under as a same game parlay just for fun.
Done and done.
Yeah,
I'm in on that.
Just to keep it more fun.
Wait,
More
wait,
fun.
what was the same game parlay?
Jets and the under.
Jets and under.
Okay.
That's what I
Now, let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Can you do, and I don't think you can, I'm not an idiot, but can you do
Where you at here? There you are.
Giants Jets same game parlay
Why not?
with the spread?
What do you mean?
What I mean is if you took the, you know how you
Giants plus 9, Jets minus 6.
can, plus 3 minus, plus 9 minus 3.
Sure.
I mean, plus
Sure.
3. You can. I don't think you can do that with DraftKings. I could be wrong.
I
think
did
it kicks it out.
last year with somebody. Was that FanDuel?
Because, I mean, sometimes you get these games and you think, well, the number is pretty good, right? So
Yeah.
you got 6 points on each side of it?
Yes.
I don't know.
I don't know if
I did it
DraftKings
in
supports
college.
it, but yeah, you should be able to. I don't see why you couldn't.
All right, just good. Just
That's
question.
when you were dealing with the run-of-the-mill bookie back then. So.
Yes.
Right.
He's been on the show, by the way.
Well, let's not name
We're not
names.
giving out
Well,
people's past.
He wasn't the. He was the broker.
I don't want to get into any specifics.
Yeah,
Rich.
let's not do
Come
that.
on,
We're not doing
man.
any spying scandals here. So.
Right. Now, here's the opposite of the last game. I was looking forward to that last one. I would not want to watch this game. I will not watch this game. It's going to be the Falcons at the Titans. You got the Titans plus 128, Falcons minus 151. The Titans are going to get 3 points at home. 35.5 is your total. This one sounds like a Richie.
Yeah. You know, the only interesting part about this game is finding Will Levis might be the quarterback here.
Billy Levi's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Other than that, you're right. Pass the ayahuasca. I'm out of this game.
If I had to guess, I would say Jimmy's valuing
I'll take
Levis
Valium
is-
as well.
Levis. Who's the quarterback?
Levis.
Yeah, I think Jimmy's overvaluing him.
They're supposed to be splitting QB duties, possibly.
You're right. Between Liberty fella, he might
Yeah.
play as well.
All right.
What's his name? Willis? What you talking about? Willis?
Yes. What you talking about, Willis? Different strokes. Next question.
I'm shocked that your number is that far off from what seems to be available.
You're saying I'm giving the Titans too
Seems
much
like
credit.
it. It seems like it. I thought it might go the other way.
They're at home.
No?
Yeah, Titans getting points at home is odd, but they had the backup, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
So they're calling it a break-even game, and no, they're not. I'm sorry.
I think Jimmy's counting on some of the team spending some time at Kid Rock's Raggedy Arse Bar there in
could
beautiful
be.
downtown Nashville.
Could be. Been there.
Broadway.
On the Broadway.
Broadway.
All right.
Been there.
Broadway Joe. Tones, you like anything here?
Yeah, they
I
are
would take the
calling this
Falcons.
one,
They're going to
Take
win.
the Falcons?
They're going to cover the 3.
They're going to cover the 3.
Oh, some biting commentary there.
Okay. All right. And again, I'm not think I'm going to do anything on this one.
Come on.
I really don't.
What's the
Not
story
gonna be
with the
around.
running back there, Falcons? Bijan?
was sick
Bijan.
last week.
Yeah, he was sick. He had a little illness.
Sick my arse. He
What-
played in the last 10 snaps of that game. He came out and played.
Yeah, did you see DraftKings was refunding people that had props on him?
Something funny going on.
Really?
That
Yeah.
sounds respectful because that's
Yeah.
a great run organization.
If you had a parlay,
Wow.
if you had a Bijan Robinson parlay,
I mean, who does that? They
Well, he
don't have
was
to
the only
do.
losing
They
money.
literally, they don't have to do that.
no,
No,
that was
They actually do have to give you an injury report every day.
well, yeah,
Well,
that's
that's
what
not
was
up to
bullshit.
them. That's up to the team to give the injury report. But he did carry one carry, so he played in the game.
Yeah, I mean, it should have been.
Yeah,
an
so
under-
I mean, they were giving
yeah,
if they're giving refunds, which I didn't know, but I mean that's great though. I mean that's just like money you're not expecting back. To me, that's like I'm fucked. That sucked.
Yeah, write that one off, and then next thing you know, they're giving it to you. They gave it to you in free bets, so they put it back
Well,
in
I
their
mean,
account.
it's
but
better
still,
than
That's
nothing.
better than
Sure.
nothing. That was cool. Then you got the Vikings at the Packers. Here's a little bit of a local NFC style game. We got the Packers minus 107, Vikings minus 112. Packers getting half a point at Lambeau. 42 is your total. Tones, you like games like this.
It's a tough game in the division. I think the Packers, they got to win to stay anything relevant at home at Green Bay. Basically, a pick 'em. I would take the Packers on this. So.
It's an interesting one. Maybe the hottest team versus the coldest team coming out of a bye.
Coldy cold.
Too hard to project this one. I don't know. I don't know. I like to think about teasers in these kind of situations, but
You've teased every game so far, Daryl.
not every one, but a lot of them. Because I mean,
It's
this is
super
the
tease.
week for teases.
Too many teasers.
Teaser week.
The numbers are, the Wongs are out there telling you, what to do.
If you tease somebody too much, it backfires.
I guess. Yeah. What do you got, Rich? What are you thinking?
I got a lot of nada and yada in this game. Are you kidding? I mean, so my gut tells me the Packers are going to win this game. The Vikings are the far better team. But from what I recall a long time ago, teams coming off Monday night on the road, probably not that good.
Yeah.
Surprising win against the 49ers. Can't believe that happened. All the credit to the Vikings, but I can't bet this game with a conscience.
No, Packers will try to stay relevant. They'll win this game.
Okay.
Jimmy, you got any props on this thing?
No props on this one.
Damn, he's almost got the exact lines.
I'm going. Yeah, those were pretty close, weren't they?
Really
I'm
close.
going. If I were to do anything again, I'm not going to on this. But if I had to do anything, I'd go Vikings. I know it might be. There's just the recency bias from the last game, but plus they have a cool horn, so it's cool. And Rich makes those sounds.
Fool's gold.
So if the Vikings win, maybe that was an extended version.
Well, I think it goes longer. I
Kirk
keep
Cousins will not be dancing after this game.
Yeah. Okay.
with the chains.
All right. I'm not gonna bet any Peroni on this one. Though.
No chains,
Not
no
gonna do
dancing.
I forgot we bet Peroni on already.
Me
It's
too.
been so long.
Yeah. Let's take a look here at the Browns and the Seahawks. This should be an interesting game. Minus 187 are your Seahawks. Plus 154 are your Browns. They're going to be out there in Seattle. Seahawks are they're laying 3.5 at home with a total of only 38. Only 38 here. Who wants to start this one?
I'll start because I'm going to use the bathroom. So,
Okay.
Is
it's
it
kind of
number
funny.
1 or number 2?
Yeah, tell us a little more about that.
Yeah, it might be a mix. Sometimes when you keep going hard on one, two
Li-
comes out. Sometimes, but
Liquefication.
I guess that presumes that Rich is always sitting down when he goes.
Right. Exactly.
Are you like in one of those Japanese toilets?
or you have a dirty floor. I don't know. Anyways,
Dirty pants, nevertheless.
Yeah.
oh, you're not the type of guy that drops his pants when he goes to the urinal.
Sure.
I should postulate on that. That's.
You shouldn't. Yeah.
Full crack exposure. When
Would you call that a party foul?
I think that's a foul. Like, how many times you guys been? Have you guys seen that like stadiums before, where the guy
the full
drops
screen
full
here.
trouser?
like in
I
the
don't-
like in
I
the old
know.
troughs? That, like,
I've seen that way too many times in my life. I'm like, the guy has his butt cheeks hanging out at the.
like Michigan Stadium. You got a
That's a
fucking
full
trough.
pop if I've ever seen
Right.
one.
That's a trough.
Dear Lord.
JLA. Fucking troughing.
Trough.
I mean, why do you guys drop your pants to piss? Like, you gotta hold them up. I mean, you don't belong in the men's room.
Well, the problem is, like, right now I got some sweats on. If you're wearing sweats without the fly hole,
They're dropping.
how else are you going to do it?
Knee high on the-
You're not dropping them to your ankles, Jim.
Well, I got to be able to pull it out, and then so you got
I
to do that.
understand that, but you're not dropping them. You're holding them around your thighs.
It's knee high.
Okay.
There's no way. I mean, I've seen these guys that just drop. They don't piss unless it's around their ankles, and that's just
Well,
weird.
that's a little weird.
That's what the Amish would say.
That's possible. I mean, I don't have electricity there, so I don't know. But where were you at?
Yeah, you want to? Let's start the clock here.
Sometimes it's like you sit here and then I looked at the games before because we do our picks of the week and it doesn't stand out. But then you sit here, you're like, PJ Walker, the Browns, and at the 12th man. See, I love the Seahawks in this game. Are you kidding? This is one of my favorite picks this week now. I think the Seahawks take care of the Browns and they move on. They're going to win this one, I think, handily.
This is the first
I'll
time
be
I'm
back.
seeing this, Jimmy. I'd probably go with the 7-point teaser this time. Seattle getting 3.5.
Okay.
So what in my head, what I did was I took the 3.5 on the negative side, and I doubled it
So
because you're going
going-
to put 3.5 on the other side, and that came to 7.
Okay.
All right. And so I would probably tease that 7-point teaser, something else down the road, maybe the Chiefs.
Okay.
I think I'm going back and forth on this, but I think with Richie being at Seattle, Browns backup QB. I know defense is good on both sides. I think Seattle finds a way to cover the 3.5. So
I'm with you. At Lumen, I think I think the Seahawks will probably win the game.
they got a
However,
good home field advantage.
Tones, let me ask you: Would you take the Browns plus 14?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all day.
Oh no.
Yeah,
doubt.
that's part of a teaser. Stay tuned. Browns plus 14.
No doubt about that. It's going to be a tight game.
Yeah, it should be a close game. I do, like I said, I think the Seahawks may win, but
It's going to be tight.
I take the Browns in the points.
Jimmy, in your system, do you ever just think about recent history and what's happened in regards to like the Browns? Like they beat the 49ers,
They did
and then the 49ers lost last week.
lose. Yeah, to the
And-
Vikings. So
and they lost to maybe the top 5 worst team.
so you think would the Vikings beat the Browns? Is what
So,
you think?
I mean, you
right?
got to put it in perspective. Like,
Yeah.
were the Vikings really that bad at that point? You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
maybe. So I don't know, man. It's like I do that a little bit. Try to like you get your your power rankings,
Yeah.
but then at the end of the day, how far do you drop a team? How far do you add a team? Sometimes you need like a short term power rankings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Sure.
I don't know. Just a thought.
Well, a lot of it has to do with injury too.
A recency power basis. Power ring.
Richie's coming back. He's got his pants around his ankles. That's weird. Man, like the pot calling the kettle black. Next up, you got the Chiefs and the Broncos. The Chiefs and the Broncos. The Broncos plus 273, Chiefs minus 349. The Broncos are, of course, at home, but they're going to be getting 7 points against the AFC favorite Chiefs. 46 is your point total.
Beautiful.
Which one do you guys want to start?
You see
this
that
one off
7?
there?
Don't you like your guys light up, Anthony? Yeah.
No, I think the Chiefs will take care of business. I know Broncos kind of been hanging in there. Chiefs will win by double digits. Take the Chiefs.
I don't think you're right about that because it's only 7. I just don't. I think it's going to be closer than that.
Could be, but I don't know.
Like a full 14, like a
10 point.
Okay.
Chiefs by 10.
What happened
Maybe.
last time they played? Anybody remember?
Was that this year?
Yeah.
God dang!
Chiefs won by like 9 on Thursday night or
Didn't
something.
they win by 17?
I didn't
They
think-
barely covered like by 11.
Yeah.
It was Thursday night. They got up
That's it.
early.
When I see 7, Jimmy, I automatically think 6.5 point teaser. Rich, don't be offended by that. It's not.
I'm not. I don't
It's a
buy
good bet.
the Brinkos suck. Back up the Brink truck and
Brinkos.
grab the Chiefs.
So this is the one where you want to take the Chiefs minus half a point.
I don't know
And
what
then-
happened on that Thursday night, but I think the Chiefs going to win about 35-7 in this game.
The Chiefs won 19-8. That was at Arrowhead, though.
They won by 11, just like I told you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Similar scenario.
Quick note on your dropping the sweatpants, Jimmy. You're not dropping your underwear though, too, right?
I just take everything off. A lot of times I take my shirt off, too.
Okay.
At what point do you go full diaper?
We had some extra
Oh,
time.
Lord.
Jimmy, Chiefs, Broncos. What do you got?
Chiefs Broncos. Thanks for the introduction, by the way. Chiefs Broncos. This one I would do nothing with. Sorry, Rich's bro.
I
Nothing
think
here.
I'm going to the Bet Rivers and taking the $500 on this one.
Yeah, maybe do that. Throw it on the Chiefs. What the hell? Try it. I can't cut the Broncos
doesn't-
honestly, but
As Rich would say, it sounds a little stinky.
it does smells a little funny.
Sometimes you got to take the stink and turn it into some good cheese, though, baby. Let's go.
Let's do it. Next up, Bengals 49ers. Bengals and 49ers. This is a 425 game. You got the 49ers minus 176 at home. The Bengals plus 146. Minus 3.5 is what the 49ers are laying at home. 43.5 is your total. This is after Brock Purdy news came out that guy ain't playing. He ain't playing.
Who's playing? Sam,
Oh, yeah.
Sammy, not Sam Howell. What's his name?
Darnold?
Sam Darnold. Sam
Yeah,
Darnold.
Darnold.
Yeah.
Ooh. And they're favored.
Anybody want this?
I'm gonna take under on this game.
You're going to go under.
Under all day.
All right.
Bengals offense has not impressed me. Niners D is still good. They're not gonna have any offense. Under.
I don't like it, but I'm rolling with the Bengals here. Give me the 3.5. I mean, the 49ers, they win 14 in a row, now lost 2 in a row, regular season games. Yeah. Purdy got exposed a little bit on Monday night. Like, he could not make those. He tried to do some cross-field throws, and he could not get them done. He was the last pick in the draft for a reason. Finally, of course, when I bet on him, he fails. So I think Sam Darnold's trash. I'll take my guy from LSU any day. Give me Joey Burrow and the Bengals.
I think the Bengals are coming off the bye, I think.
Bye.
I would probably take that plus 146 all day. I know it's on the road, but
let's do it, Daryl.
Bengals are very the Niners are very questionable right now.
They're chinks in the armor.
Yes.
Sure.
Did you put a pinky in the air? Questionable? Is that what that was? Pinky? No.
That sounds like an Austin Powers.
Yeah, it does.
Awesome. Danger powers.
I
Like that, Jimmy?
That was all right. It was all right. Now, so my numbers came to 5.6.
$1 million.
$1 million. I couldn't
There's
do
a
it.
giant Johnson.
I couldn't do it. I mean, obviously Brock Purdy, and I thought the same thing you're saying, Rich, is we've all been talking about, eventually something's going to happen. He's going to start to suck. You know, there's no way he can keep going at the clip he was going for that long.
And he didn't. Did you watch the game?
Yeah, I did watch the game.
He came back to earth.
I did.
So honestly, I don't know. Vegas cashed out in that game because Cousins has a track record of being terrible on Monday night.
Yeah.
Right,
prime time in general.
You're right.
And that looked like an easy money. I mean, that looked like easy money last week. And
I think all the sharp money was on the Vikings.
Probably.
Yeah, and the Niners kind of showed you what was going on the week before.
Lost to the Browns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with P.J. Walker.
P.J. Walker.
It's 2 in a row with Walker, baby.
How about the Ravens and the Cardinals? This should be a fun one. Plus 318 are your Cardinals. They're in Arizona, by the way. Ravens, minus 408, coming off a big win from your Detroit Lions.
Yeah.
Plus 8.5. The Cards are a big home dog. 44 is your point total. Tones, you probably want to hate.
It's actually one of my bets for the week. The way Ravens were running on all cylinders, I know Lions kind of look like they no-showed, but if the Ravens play anywhere near that high octane that they did against
That was the Ravens'
Lions,
best game of the year.
they'll easily cover and win by double digits.
I watched plenty of Ravens games, and that was a misnomer. I mean,
Yeah.
The Lions lose as bad as that score sounds. They could have punched it in or kicked field goals a couple times. Everything went right for the Ravens.
Yeah, absolutely. But they're playing the Cardinals, not the Lions. So I think
They
they're
are,
gonna
and
win.
I think this is one of those frustrating games where you throw like $350,000 on the or $350 on the Ravens, and then you get super frustrated because you keep looking at the score and it's like 13-10, 16-13. But in the end, I think the Ravens pull it out. But you're gonna sweat for it, folks.
I don't think the Ravens are going to cover. I think they're going to be playing golf out in Scottsdale or something like that.
Could be. Do you have the inside track on that?
I mean, they were over
Checking
there.
tee
I don't
times
know if you're.
locally?
I don't know if you're. I'm not sure if you're aware.
Okay.
They spent some time overseas a while back.
Ravens did. Yeah. I'm probably a little
Can you
tired.
name me the Cardinals quarterback?
Tyrod Taylor.
That's incorrect.
That's racist.
Josh Dobbs? No.
Yes.
Is he
correct.
playing again? Yeah.
Well, now I understand that Kyler Murray was a full participant this week.
Okay.
What does that mean, though? Is he on? Is he cleared to play, or is he still on the IR?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Don't
Let's see
know.
if I have
I
anything written down here.
did not hear that inside
I
info.
would think maybe the Ravens win here, but they probably don't
Yes.
cover 8.5.
Make you sweat, right?
I don't think they're going to cover. You're thinking they're going to cover, though, right?
I think late they cover, but yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I think it's going to be close. It's going to be no reason at all because they're a far better team, but they're not as good as they were last week. I can tell you that much.
If there's one thing that the Cardinals do, it's stick to it. They have some stick-to-itiveness. They play to the end. They don't win. Unless you're the Cowboys.
Testicular
Nothing
fortitude.
to do with testiculars. No. But I know what you're saying. Coming off the Lions,
Intestinal fortitude.
I shut that Lions game off in the second quarter.
Well, I
said,
think
"Matt, no more of this."
officially, though, the game was over in the second quarter.
I think it was.
It was.
Yeah, I called it.
It was done.
I said, "It's the game done. Not gonna watch this anymore."
He missed
Waste my
3
time.
Jameson Williams drops.
It was a nice national audience there too. Wasn't
I
it?
was
Pretty-
watching This Week in
pretty
Baseball.
regional. Oh yeah, I bet you were.
So,
With Mel
Twib,
Allen.
Twib notes. Said now, Twib notes.
Hey, how about the beers and the Chargers?
Beers?
Bears. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. Jeez. Chargers minus 437. Bears plus 326. Here you go again. Another 8.5 point spread. The Chargers laying 8.5 at home. 46.5 is your total. D-dub.
The Bears. I want to bet that money line so bad, but the reality is you'd rather have the 8.5. I take the 8.5 all day.
Don't like the Chargers.
Not
Staley's
a fan
got
of the,
you.
Not a fan of the Chargers. I think the quarterback. Help me out, Rich. Name quickly.
Of who?
Bears quarterback.
The guy that
Yes.
his dad is an arm wrestling champion?
Yes.
I don't know.
Don't bet against that.
D2.
That's the problem. Is that those names do not roll off the.
Now you're getting older.
Anyhow, he might be the real deal. I'm not 100%, but pretty good start to the career.
It's been, what, 2 games he's been in?
It's been 2 games. Last week was pretty awesome, and then the week before against the Vikings, he almost pulled that one out. But I like the Bears getting 8.5 all day long.
Okay. Go ahead, Downs.
This is one. Go ahead, Ted. Sorry.
I would take under all day long on this. So I wouldn't touch that spread.
A couple bad defenses though.
Yeah, I just don't think there's gonna be much scoring.
Yeah, I like Deontay Foreman as a running back for the Bears. Talk about underrated running back. That guy's been in 2 weeks in a row and they're 2-0. I mean, I don't understand what these coaches look at sometimes. Foreman was a beast for Carolina last year. But all that being said, everything comes back to earth for the Bears this week. The Chargers can be fired up. I hate Staley. He'll turn a 40-point win into a 30-point win. Chargers big.
But it'll still be a win. I'm with you. I like the Chargers. Herbert, I still think he's a good quarterback.
Broken thumb.
Broken thumb?
Wrong
It's not going to
hand,
stop him.
but-
Yeah,
I'd
it's his
take
other-
him with 6 fingers over the Bears.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of with you here. Although my numbers came to that the Chargers are laying 60 points, 60 basis points.
Your points say
299.
under.
0.6, yeah. But
Looks like you maybe like the under.
yeah, according to that, I do like the under. So maybe take the Chargers and the under and really go make yourself some money.
A little dip.
Yeah, a little double dip. A little double dip for double D.
Dipperoo.
Finally, Monday night, 8:15 p.m., Ford Field. Be there.
Who's gonna
Monday,
be there?
Monday, Monday.
We gotta get Daryl there.
We're all going to be there.
We should do a live
Except for
broadcast.
Daryl. We should.
That would be cool. How many people are going to fall down those stairs in one section or
Jim,
another?
bring out the
It won't be
koozie.
us. We'll be in the club level.
We
JT
are,
and I.
yeah, we're club level.
Oh, you guys should bring koozies and just like throw them down among the peasants.
We'll be getting pizza and sliders.
All of a sudden, you guys are getting hit with koozies up there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody be like, oh, let's check out the numbers,
I don't
guys.
think they'll have any New Belgium for us, but they'll have some kind of beer.
So I did a tour of
some.
Ford Field last week, Tones, and the club level, you have access to a lot of great places up there, and you can get there early and partake.
Is there
Nice.
strippers back there too?
Why would there be strippers there?
Did not
It's
see
like
that.
that's Ford
on the-
Field. It's not
Sponsored
the
by
Bazooki.
Bazooki's, yeah.
Is there Elias Brothers by chance?
Big boy.
No, that's downstairs, but they have like.
I'm thinking of the old Silverdome.
Is there a Shoney's?
Ram's horn.
But inside the club level, though, like so. First of all, your seats are cushioned,
Oh,
which are really nice.
For the pushing.
Yeah, nice.
Yep, where the peasants have the hardbacks, but then you also have like your own eating area inside, like past the seats there.
For my wings.
Yeah, like you could sit down at a table and enjoy your wings, and then like,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's like, and you it's only your access, like only club level access there.
I bet that's where we were when we were there for the Rolling Stones.
Probably.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, though. That's their attempt to keep you from wiping your fingers on the seat cushions.
No, I like the club level so much. I actually asked about the club level when I got my seats, but they were sold out because I came back after. If I think I would have asked for them up front, I would do club level all day.
Did you call Lance?
Lance Powers did not pick up the call.
Okay.
That's an inside joke.
I don't know who Lance is.
He's a ticket broker.
From 2002.
Fortunately, JT
Circa.
and I were invited by someone to
Yeah, shout out D-Wash.
join.
I know D-Wash.
Yeah,
Can
D-Wash.
you get me
Yeah,
on
shout
that
out.
list?
Double D's
That's
taking
a
your
tough
spot.
ticket.
Huh.
Lions are good, you know.
I'm gonna attack Double D's colon.
When's the last?
See if I can keep him out of the game.
When's the last home Monday night game we had?
San
The
Francisco
Bears.
95.
95.
I think it was the Bears in 17. But
That's the last Monday night game.
last time
It's a big ticket.
me and
It's gonna be
Daryl
wild.
attended the game was actually it was Monday Night Bears too. Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, it was after the.
Well, was it after the 49ers
it
game?
was at the 49ers. We were 0-3. We won that game to go to 1-3, and then by the time we beat the Bears, we were like 7-3.
So I think what Anthony was referencing when he said strippers, I quote. I don't know if I'm right
I
about
thought
this,
he was
but
referencing every other
that
Saturday. at his
San
house.
Francisco
Progressive parties.
Lions game in '95
I remember
was
that.
notorious for something going on at the club level at the Silverdome.
There was some action going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jimmy, that's over your head.
They used to have that bar up there. Remember? Remember they had that bar up there?
yeah.
in the
What was it
Silverdome?
called? Scoreboard or something?
In the Silverdome?
Yeah.
Oh, Silverdome.
I don't remember.
What was that? I know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Double D in the chat room. If
But
you,
they had some.
Yeah, double or Gary Shamo. He Snoop.
They had some
He's been around a lot.
They had broads and skanks as the BNS.
You know,
so.
K Dub, number one fan.
BS.
Yeah,
used
shout
to,
out K-Dub early.
Used to have
Shout
season
out.
tickets. His old man, he went to a lot of those games, so I think he might be able to answer that question.
Yeah, if anybody's in the chat that would know this.
If I recall, at that last Bears Monday night game, someone spilled a little beer on you.
Hopefully the Lions got this wrapped up by halftime, though, because JT and I will be in the bag by halftime.
There's a pretty good chance.
You know
of
what?
Smoked.
Text me
Done.
what section you guys
Bam.
are in so I can wave up to you guys.
Oh, you can wave all over.
that. Yeah, we
the
have
line,
it.
though.
20 something.
If you can sneak us up there, let us know.
208C. If you see us on TV, shout out to us. Okay.
Shout out.
Yep, we'll be there.
It'll be a good time.
Shout out.
I might be asleep by then, but we'll see. We'll
Oh,
see
I'm
what
not going to be
happens.
asleep.
No, I should.
I
be
think
pretty pumped
my little Lauren is bringing a sign.
Shout out.
She wants to get on TV, so we'll see.
up. Okay. Well, we'll look for you. We'll probably end up hooking up ahead of time.
Actually,
I'm
you know
assuming.
what? You know Lauren's son is playing his last football game, so we might be a little late. But
Oh, okay. Then we
I will
won't.
try to hook up with you guys when we get there if we're able to before the game starts. But behind the club section I had something on the tip of my tongue. I wanted to. So at the club section level is where they actually broadcast from.
Yes.
So you guys can actually go like where you'll see where you guys can go to eat because it's in the it's behind the seats.
Okay.
You'll be able to see Joe Buck and Troy Aikman like through the window.
Oh, yeah?
like
That's
broadcasting.
awesome.
Yeah,
They are
so-
supposed. What D Wash said is they are right. The broadcast is right next to us.
Yes.
We're
Oh,
immediately
really?
over.
You're right there.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yep. That's what he was saying.
Yeah, give a shout out to Troy
excited.
Aikman.
Yeah, I like Troy. I like Joe Buck.
Maybe
Shout
you can
out
get
to
me
him.
Snoop's ticket.
No, Snoop's not going. By the way, Realtor Lauren.
There's a double D that maybe you could sneak in and take his ticket.
Yeah, you could bribe Double D.
Or you could just buy like a cheapo and then go up with Jim and just have
Can
Jim
we
send
sneak
down
in
his
standing
ticket.
room?
There is
ticket?
no cheapos. I looked,
Can we get a
that's
standing
true. You
room
can't.
and sneak him in the club room?
dude.
Yeah.
Cheapest ticket's like $250.
You just
Yeah.
transfer Daryl's ticket after the
cheapest
game
ticket.
starts if it's possible.
I'm gonna sneak some colon blow into Dave's coffee in the morning.
It doesn't take much.
Let's see what
for
happens.
DD's calling the blow.
Oh, she's excited for the game. I'm excited for the
I'm sure he's excited about us talking about his colon. That's awfully
Is
nice.
that offensive?
Well, it's not offensive, but you know, somebody's colon or
Yeah, we didn't sign any HIPAA
No,
fucking
okay,
disclosures here. So
all right. By the way, Lauren says she's getting excited for the game.
I'm excited about it myself.
I am too. I'm a little pumped up.
I'm a little aroused.
In fact, I got my mask right here. I'm gonna wear
You
this
gonna wear
down.
a mask?
Oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna wear the mask.
I got my Hutchinson jersey. I'm gonna wear
All
that.
right.
Michigan, Spygate.
Want
Let's
to trade?
do it.
He has
Let's
nothing
roll.
to do with Spygate.
Let's get through this, guys. Raiders and Lions. Lions minus 419. Raiders plus 321. 8.5. That's what the Lions are laying at home. 46 tones. And you want this.
Any number of points, the Lions are fucking pissed. D Campbell's gonna be biting both kneecaps off. This
Double
fucking
kneecap
weekend.
biting.
Game's over by halftime.
I heard they might have a real lion on the sideline this time.
Lions will win by 20 plus. Book it. Halftime, I'll be plastered out of my ass. Game's over. I got 2 freaking
Wow.
units on this. Take it to the bank.
That sounds like a
Dunzo.
really colon blow right there.
Dunzo. 2 units.
2 unit. Double unit.
Yeah, I think is that a good number?
It doesn't
8.5?
matter what the number is. It
I
could
know.
be 15.
Well,
Lions
I'll
are
explain it later, but
That was as
that's
of-
a high number.
That was high.
No,
high
it doesn't
numbers.
matter. It could be
You gotta,
20.
Jimmy, you gotta shop that line, bro.
That was the average line as of what night was that? Wednesday night.
Tones is fired up.
Oh, Lions gonna fucking destroy
Last
it.
night.
They're gonna anally rape the Raiders
Wow.
on Monday night.
I don't necessarily disagree with you, but
Yeah.
I still want to get the best line possible.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
8.5.
Any number.
I got the Lions on Monday -7, I think it was, and
I'll
I
tease
know
it. Lions -24. Whatever you want.
I know it went up to. I think that's a good teaser. Yeah, Lions -2.5. If it's 8.5, indeed.
Sure.
Rich.
Like you said, Daryl, they're going to beat up on the good team, bad teams. Not that the Bucks were bad, but I mean they're going to beat them up. I would tease them. I would take it up to 13.5. Get whatever that gives you. I don't know,
Yeah.
plus 180 or plus 200 or
This
something.
will not be a single.
They're going to
digit
win by
win.
2 touchdowns.
Two touchdowns.
It'd be
Easy.
even better. It'd be 14.5 according to Jim's line.
Dan Campbell's going to unleash hell.
I mean,
on the Raiders.
that's not right.
I think it's going to be loud. I think
I went to Rock.
I think the
Rock.
Raiders don't have a
Rock.
chance in this game. It's going to be about the loudest environment all year.
I might need earplugs because the decibels are going to be.
I think
through the
JMO
fucking
gets
roof.
2 touchdowns and the lid
Yeah.
blows off the place.
Yeah.
A little sight into the future here.
Yes.
I sold point in this game.
As did I.
Okay,
Do we have the same? We have the same pick.
I think
We do
so.
the same thing. Okay. This one. God, look, my totals were on again.
Who's
Spot
starting?
on.
Who's starting for the Raiders in this game?
right?
Do we know?
Doesn't matter.
I know it doesn't.
I think I thought it was Hoyer.
It could be Rich Gannon.
If it's Hoyer, oh my God, that'll
But
be just great.
we were waiting on clearance for Del
Garoppolo?
Vecchio.
Alex Del Vecchio. You got to go Lions here. It's gonna be one of my top picks too. And I'm again not a homer. The second week in a row I picked the Lions. Got to go Lions here. Got to go Lions.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Give me some pumpkin.
Give me some pumpkin, Lions.
These are the top
picks. Let's rock out our top picks, shall we? We're going on 2 hours. It's getting hot up here.
It's hot up here. Jalapeno hot.
Getting tired.
Jalapeno hot.
Habanero.
Who's up first? Richie. Richie, we got your top picks here.
I'm
buddy.
good, thanks.
We got your top picks.
Yeah, I love myself the Cougars this weekend. We got Houston. Wow, I don't know if you guys watched that Houston Texas game, but they got screwed late. They should have had a new set of downs within the 10-yard line. Big 12 officials would not look at that game for some reason. They're on the road against K-State, but I mean, I'm going to take the 17.5. They're a fun team to watch. I mean, I don't know how they don't put up 17, 20 points, so that means K-State's got to get to 40. So I'm going to take that game. I'm going to double up on Cougars because we got BYU versus Texas in Arch Manning's debut. We're going to give me BYU plus 19.
Ooh, is that official?
Yeah. Ewers is out. That's what I saw as of today. He's not going to play.
I don't think Arch is playing.
Okay. So we got Steve Young U versus Arch Manning U, whether he plays or not. Why would Arch not play?
I think they got another fella.
I don't think so. Either way, take the Cougars. You can get 19. Texas, they're a little overrated. They did not beat Oklahoma. They did beat Alabama. I don't know. I don't like that. That's too many points for me. Give me the BYU. Then we have Maryland versus Northwestern. Northwestern's really overachieved. I can't believe they have 3 wins this year. But unfortunately, one of the wins is versus Howard. Give me the Turtles. They win the race, minus 13.5. I know Tone's going to back me on that because he's a big Maryland guy.
Yeah.
God damn. What does it cost to get the Cliff Notes version of your picks here?
I think NFL, you can fall a little better than... I did not put these down here.
What?
All right, the first one I did.
Oh, first one?
I have the Bills tonight. I covered that. I didn't get the 8.5, unfortunately. Give me the one-eyed, the gay Bucks are going to lose to the Bills Mafia tonight.
That's
I don't even know.
not politically correct anymore.
Well, we got the Bolt. I took the Bolts. I don't even know what's going on here.
The Bulldogs?
Looks like someone did some editing.
I can't.
I mean, if Tom Cruise was playing, I would take the team that had Tom Cruise.
Who's going to decipher that?
I don't know. I don't even know what that means.
I don't think the people at home get.
That's an interesting line. You got plus minus 3 points on the Bulldogs.
I got. I don't
This is
even know
not
what-
Da Vinci Code.
Is that
dude.
Fresno?
That's got to be Fresno.
First of all, this was my Lions pick that was totally changed around. I don't even know what this is. If it was Keanu Reeves or Tom Cruise, that would be an even line, not plus 3. And I
What
would.
the hell are you talking about here?
I don't know what this is.
This one's not from DraftKings either.
is
It looks
like,
like it's from
This is like Pig Latin here, dude.
the NFL Fourth Thumbs Day in April versus Banks the Queen Nightly. What is? I'm not sure what that means.
There's too much ambiguity here.
There's a lot of ambiguity.
The fourth Thursday would be the NFL draft.
I
Probably.
can't decipher this.
But it says Thumbs Day. What's a Thumbs Day? The Fourth Thumbs Day? Oh, is that just a misspell?
You gotta stop typing with your thumbs, brother.
Is that what you call a special date with
I think
Rancer
Mama.
Lord?
I'd say Mama would say crocodile, like dentist, something like that. I don't know what this is,
You can
but
move
I
on to
got
the next
Lions
one.
and Bolts. Don't listen.
I
Tiny
know how I
Dickas show up, and they beat the Superchargers. Great editing by Jim.
That was D-Dub.
I'll have to
Put
figure that
in
out
there
next
for
As
you.
always.
Yeah. Actually, you got
Me?
You,
What did I do?
you have one more screen here, Rick.
One more screen, Rich.
there you
Finish
go.
it off. Polish that
It's your
bitch.
actual pick.
I don't know. Oh, that pick was just for fun. I got you.
Yeah.
Everybody's making fun of me. You know what? If I won't share the humor with you guys.
The Kings of Leon.
The Kings of Leon. Lion. No, the Kings of
Kings of
Lion.
Lion.
Like Lion Kings or
Like-
Kings
or
of
Kings of
Leon. You
Leon.
could go either way.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, see, that was clever.
Yeah.
It's a double entendre.
You're saying it's not funny?
It was a good comedic device. Yeah. Okay.
That's
Unbelievable.
good work.
So you're
And
taking the
everybody
Lions
knows
minus
Vegas,
8.
baby, right? Do we know the movie reference? Or should
Is
I
that
put
Swingers?
That was
Swingers
Swingers.
at Lions?
I
Is
get
what I
that.
should?
Sure.
Vegas. Okay, I get it.
All right.
I
I'm
get
taking
you.
the Lions or the Kings of Leon.
The Kings of Lion. Kings of Lion. That's pretty good.
little
That
fun.
was pretty good. It was enjoyable.
That was funny.
That was funny. We threw one in on you there.
You did. You got me on that
Yeah,
one.
I kind of thought you just could go right into
What,
it.
what,
for a
what did he
minute
say,
there.
though? Mama said crocodile don't get his tooth. Something.
All right, D-Dub, what you got?
I got a single game parlay we already talked about. I don't know if I need to get into that anymore since you can't get down on it at this
Yeah, I
point. It'd
think
be
that was dead.
a live SGP. I don't know if there's such a thing.
Sure, you can do it, but
It's hard. The numbers are constantly changing.
it's very, very,
Yeah.
very, very hard.
Oklahoma minus 9.5. This is one I really wanted to bet the money line on Kansas. But when you start to think about it, you know that Oklahoma got their scare last week, and now Oklahoma's going to be playing bully ball themselves.
Sure.
Vanderbilt has, I think they're like 0-6, something
Really?
like that. They're bad. They're bad. But you know what? Haven't lost a game by more than 24. The only problem here is Lane Kiffin can beat up on people intentionally to hurt feelings. So
Okay, yeah.
be wary on that one. What else we got, Jimmy? The chef, the
Who did
Chiefs,
Oklahoma have a scare against last week? Who was that?
Texas. No. Oklahoma almost lost to. It'd probably be a Big 12 team.
Thanks.
Let's think about this. It's not Kansas State. Is it Kansas State? No.
I don't know. I remember
It
them
wasn't
having a scare.
Kansas. It wasn't Oklahoma State.
Was it really that close, though?
Yeah, they were losing. They were losing for the first three quarters. Then they brought in the second string quarterback, and he won the game for him.
Can't think of it. But go on. Sorry.
But it wasn't Arch Manning.
Was not.
No, they beat
Want to make this
viewers.
bigger for you, buddy?
The Lions 8.5. This is the one. The line is actually 7.5 on FanDuel right now, as of 2 hours ago.
Oh, you went the other way with it. I see what you did.
Yeah. I sold a point there, and that gets me to even odds of plus 100. So that, and then the final one is the one that's gonna, make you get yourself some movement in your pants there, as Rich would say.
That's Rich would say that.
Yeah, Oregon State, Ohio State, Penn State. Really, I'm fiddling with the lines a little bit on almost all those games. Oregon State's a money line. Oregon was already 6.5, but I feel like they're gonna probably handle Utah. I don't think Rising's coming back for Utah, so do with that what you will. Oregon State on the road, it's like a 3 or 3.5, depending on where you go. Usually 3.5, but I still think Oregon State might be the best team in the pack. And then Ohio State, Penn State, individually. Ohio State at Wisconsin. It's a 14.5 line. I like it down to 13.5. Probably win by at least 2 touchdowns. Penn State, it's 30.5, I think. right now. Bringing it down to 27.5 just in case. But Franklin is looking at that number before every goddamn game.
That's what you've said.
Check it out.
He keeps
No,
tabs
last
on
week
it.
he
He keeps
did.
tabs on the lines.
Yeah. And I don't
think so.
know what his problem is, but you can bank on it. Minus 27.5 will not be a problem. I'm very confident in that. I would almost ram that fourth leg of that parlay home. I would almost.
Why
ram
wouldn't you
it
just
home.
bet it by itself then?
Because when you're taking 3 points off the a 30.5 spread,
Gotcha. Sure.
I like to keep it juicy, as Rich would say.
Yeah, you got to keep it juicy. Ram it home.
So that one is plus what, Jimmy?
Oh, that's me.
Plus 687.
Plus 687.
Yeah.
A little light on the odds
What do
there.
you think about that, Rich?
Godspeed.
Yeah, good luck to
Thank you.
All right, here's Tones. Tones.
It's a game going on right now. Wings, almost basically every game's been over.
Not today, my friend.
It could be.
Got some time. I've got power play coming up.
They-
we got
uh,
overtime coming up.
Last few games there's been like 4 goals in the third period every time.
What are we looking at here, by the way? How much
2-1
time's
in the
left?
third.
Not
2-1 in
2-1,
the
but
third?
16 Wings going on the power play
If
right
they
now.
go into overtime,
They count, yeah.
all the
Wings-
goals count.
Yeah,
the
so if
Wings-
it's like 3-3
yes.
going to OT,
You're in good shape.
you're in
Then.
good shape.
Well,
It's
not all the
over's
goals.
going to hit for sure.
Shootouts don't
The Wings
count.
score the next goal.
That's what I
but-
thought.
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
they count because it's
They
a goal.
count.
They count one goal. They're not going to count
One
every
goal.
Yeah, they're not going to count every
No,
time
but
of
one
Only
goal.
get one goal.
Gotcha.
So if it's 3-3 going to OT, you're all
good.
set as long as the
2-2
Wings
though,
score.
you're in no man's land.
You're done.
Gotcha.
So-
Okay.
I'm actually taking Indiana with the 32 points, 32.5. Okay, and the over 46.5. I don't think Penn State's going to beat them by that much, and I think Indiana will find a way to get
That's poison in my eye.
14 or 17 on that, and they'll cover, and the over will hit on that.
Tones, I got to ask you on your next pick. Is the Duke quarterback playing?
Mayo?
No, Leonard.
Cool Whip?
Because that line looks way out of
Dole
whack.
Whip.
Miracle Whip. I'm
Leonard,
sorry.
I think he's playing.
Duke was about to win that game last
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
And Leonard got knocked out.
Yeah, I think he's playing. But,
Okay.
Duke's
That's
been,
great. That's a great line.
Duke's been tough, and I'm taking the money line. I'm like
I love
straight
it.
up to win.
I don't even
Plus
know what the line is.
165.
If Leonard's playing, I'm 100% behind
Yeah.
that.
So I'll take the plus 165 on that. And JT and I will be present at the game
Woo-woo.
together. Drinking will be probably not know what's going on after halftime, but the game will be over by then.
Blotto.
Lions will be pissed off. They played their worst game by far of the season. They're going to fucking lay it all on the line, and it's not going to be close. I got actually 2 units on this game. The first time ever
Two
I put 2
units.
units on
Would
one
you
game.
call that a ram at home, Anthony?
And double dose of Tones, 2 units. Never.
That's great.
I'm always leery. This is a ram at home, double deuce, 2
Double
fingers
dose
in the
of
stink.
Tones.
Top,
Oh,
Done.
jeez.
top deck.
Top.
Second deck.
Upper deck.
Upper-
Second deck.
Second deck, Rod Allen.
Second
done.
deck.
So,
Unbelievable.
yeah. And then watching the Ravens against the Lions, I think they take care of business easily. Double-digit win. Ravens cover 14 points, easy. So,
They're golfing.
Boom.
Some of
They're
them
playing
Ravens
golf.
are going to be out late that
Still,
night.
still tired from the trip overseas.
everybody's jet lagged for 5 weeks.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. Oh, it's my turn, guys. My turn. Well, let me make this the size.
This is the one that everybody's waiting for.
This is it. I kind of did the opposite of you, D-Dub. I'm going the Lions here as well, but I moved it from 8 at DraftKings.
Ew, I don't like that.
I didn't want the hook. It was 7. Well, here's what happened. It was 7.5 back on Monday when I actually bought this, and I didn't want to use that number for the show. So if I went and did the same thing today, I had to take it down from 8, and it's minus 141. So
I don't need 7 and a hook, but if just tell me that 7 and I win all ties.
right. I think we talked about this earlier. Yeah, you win all ties. You don't have to worry about the hook then. Hey, here's a question for you guys. This is not trivia, but it's similar. What does Brock Purdy, Daniel Jones, and Sam Howell all have in common?
You got a Civil War guy. You got a landscaper,
Besides being NFL quarterbacks, of course.
Anthony.
They both.
Brock Purdy, Dan Jones, and who?
And Sam Howell. Thurston Howell the third.
They're all white.
Yeah, I guess that's true too. I didn't think. What else do they have in common?
3 people that
I'm
never.
going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what
They
they have in
both
common.
had blind. They all had blind faith in them, and they all sucked.
ACC quarterbacks.
How about they all scored a rushing touchdown this year against the Cardinals?
Wow.
So
And they both, all of them will be looking for a job in 2 years.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So I'm going to go with Lamar. You know, he's got some wheels on him. He likes to run the ball. Throw it. You know, he's kind of a dual threat. Definitely a dual threat as of late. So it's plus 135 for Lamar Jackson to score a touchdown against the Cardinals. The Cardinals are tied for 5th for the most rushing TDs allowed per game, period. Just rushing TDs. And they're tied for 2nd for the most QB rushing TDs allowed. If those guys can score, you better believe Lamar Jackson can score. Plus 135.
I don't love that, but I love the next one coming up. Is that for real?
Yes, it is. Brees Hall, over 68.5 rushing yards. Jets and Giants. The Giants, they've given up the 3rd most rushing yards. And I think, if my calculations are correct, that the Giants are going to be behind and the Jets will be ahead. So they probably won't put the ball in the air too much. So I'm thinking that's going to be...
I want to get all sexual here, but I mean, Kids in the Hall is going to go over 68.5 yards.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Kids in the hall?
Pretty much. Which leads into my next pick,
Kids in the Hall.
which is the Jets. As I'm excited about this,
Bruce McCullough?
Bruce McCullough. He was a kid in the Hall, in fact.
Kevin McDonald?
Also a kid in the Hall?
I want to say yes.
Yeah. Jets minus 2.5. I'm taking another NFL side. I don't usually do
Dave
these. but
Foley.
Definitely a kid in the Hall.
And a news radio.
News radio. Phil Hartman. Next question.
Joe Rogan on news radio.
Joe
Well,
Rogan.
sure, Rich would say that.
Yeah, Joe Rogan. Jets minus 2.5, minus 118. That was the best I could find on that. It's 3 pretty much everywhere. I think it's actually 3.5 some places. So minus 118. Jets minus 2.5. I go with that. Here we go with the teaser of the week, or the JT teaser of the week. Colts plus 11, Eagles plus 3, Browns plus 14. That's going to be a Golden Nugget minus 120. That has about 2 points of expected value associated with it. And last but not least, A.J. Brown. He's gotten 127 minimum in the last 5, and the biggest game of the year was against the Commodes. And he's playing the Commodes again. I'm going to say 87.5 receiving yards for A.J. Brown
127 minimum?
in the last 5.
Wow.
Oh, he's been lighting it up, baby.
He's got to be on some sort of a record pace.
He's the man.
He's not in your fantasy team this year, obviously.
If you had 127 a game
It's a lot.
for 17 games,
It's like 2,000 yards.
That's a lot of yards. Yeah, he's been doing really well. So
I like that.
lot of yards.
I like that teaser, Jim. I think I would have gone Commodes plus 17 though, not the Eagles. But
I don't like that he rope-a-doped us on that 3-team teaser earlier in the week.
that sucked.
You dirty dog.
I still have it. I can't. It's still in the account. I mean, I got
You
it.
dirty dog.
That's a 2-unit one too, and I got a 2-unit one on that one too. Even though I put it for 1 unit on the show, but I got 2 units in real life, IRL as they say. It's a 2-unit.
what do you rope a dope us on?
He told us that, this is the guaranteed 3-team
It was
10-point
Monday.
teaser.
It was. And the 49ers were part
now
of
it's
it.
Thursday and things have changed.
Yeah, it still can come home. I'm not hating it, but it's just not as good as it was on Monday.
Tones.
Oh. Damn.
Oh my God! How did he not score on that breakaway,
I thought he
dude?
had it.
Unbelievable.
Trivia answers. We ready?
I think I'm 100% right. You don't even have to tell me I'm right because I know I'm right. In fact, I listed every team
It'd be
they
funny
played.
if you were wrong.
His
God, that'd be
arrogance will be his downfall.
How many Super Bowls did the Buffalo Bills
Probably
appear
before the
in
fall.
during the 1990s? Let me give the answers here. You got.
I'll give you even every team they lost to.
Well, you don't have to do that
I
necessarily.
already did.
Take Anthony down to
Town.
Super Bowl school.
You got the number
Mexican Village?
4 or 6 written down here.
That wouldn't be bad before the game.
Rich, was that a 4 or 6?
4.
Okay. And then how?
They lost to the boys twice.
Okay.
America. How about the Cowboys? Right? Is that what I wrote? And they lost to the
yes.
Redskins once.
It says all NFC.
And then we always
East
know why
wheat
I
sauce.
right was to the Giants. The NFC East was their downfall.
Okay.
Jeez, yeah. I never.
I got an
about
autograph
it like that
from
before.
D-Dub. He's autographed his paper.
I just merely put my name down, Chief.
Well, you
If
signed
you
it like
can't
an
read
autograph.
cursive, that's your
What's
problem.
hashtag HOF for? What does that mean?
Wrong.
Just Hall of Fame?
Hall of Fame?
Is that what you're...
Don't put me
It's
on
a weird
this.
way to sign your name. And my boy Tones, he puts the number 3 inside of a circle.
So
he got
close.
he got confused thinking about the timing because the one was in 1990. If
I think so, and then lost to Washington.
Correct
that-
answer was 4.
4.
It was 4.
There you go,
You
90.
just
Yeah.
got confused by that.
They played 4 consecutive Super
Yeah.
Bowls.
That was the 89 season, Tones. It's so close, though.
89 season, but 90.
Yeah, you got that's Jimmy.
That was the Mark Ripien
trying to confound you.
blowout loss, unfortunately.
And also the dip slip, the infamous nip slip, was part of the.
Was that the Super Bowl?
I think that was the Super Bowl.
No way.
Janet?
No,
That was
no,
Janet.
it was
no,
not.
no, no, no,
chance.
no, no,
That
no,
was
I'm sorry.
Carolina
That
versus
was
the
you're right.
Patriots.
You're right.
Poor Justin Timberlake was
Yeah.
like 8 years old.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
No,
it was
it was
around
not.
I don't think they were around in the early 90s, Justin, JT.
No, absolutely not. Jimmy, you got that
Good
one
point.
wrong.
I messed that
See,
up.
you were
Flag 'em.
thinking off of your off the top of your
I should
head.
never do that.
I think
And
one of
that's
Unless I
those,
use my
for you.
fingers.
That's not a good thing.
one of those was the Whitney Houston anthem, though. It was like one of the best anthems of all time,
That was 90,
that right?
90, 91?
for sure.
Yeah, that
Are we
was 90.
sure?
During the Gulf War,
In
91.
fact, that
Yeah,
was in the
that's right,
notes.
Gulf War.
That was in my notes there.
Oh,
One
sorry.
of those.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to
was
steal your thunder, but Gerald jumped in, so
Yeah.
I figured it was already
widely
stolen.
regarded as the best national anthem ever seen.
Let's see your notes,
I would
Jimmy.
agree.
It was on the screen, 1990.
Show us.
She even said Whitney. I didn't even see that. Sorry.
Whitney Houston.
Did I put that there? Yeah, performed a famous rendition of the national
Wow.
anthem.
Look at this guy. No one looks at Jimmy's things. We're all talking.
That's
on the
okay.
side.
It's all right.
That's more long-winded than your typical trivia
That's
question.
a pretty long one, yeah.
Those poor Bills didn't have a chance versus those Cowboys back then.
How about the Leon Lett game?
That was 90. I think it was the first
93 was the last one.
one. That was
It
93?
Rich would say which one? Remember Leon
was
Lett on Thanksgiving?
Don Beebe. Oh, the
Is
Thanksgiving
that was
game.
he
That was
holding the ball out? And the
that was
Yes.
after the fact in the snow in Dallas, which was awesome.
Against the Dolphins, right?
Dolphins, and the Dolphins won.
Do you want anything else off the top of my head there, Jimmy?
No, that was pretty good.
Dan Marino.
So how do we settle this? So Tones bought the
Tones
beer
lost.
already this week, so he
Oh,
paid in
I'd
advance.
say I'd cover Tones.
So you've
next
covered
time he
Tones.
lost.
So
I
next
got
week
it.
is Richie.
I
All
got
right.
it, yep.
All right. Good enough. We have moved on
Shout out.
to shout outs. Rich, shout it out, buddy.
Shout out.
I'm not going to steal Daryl's thunder, but I'm going to give a shout out to Holden. He'll tell you why. But
Shout
I wasn't even thinking about him.
oh, poor kid. I thought, that's
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I thought you bought the bourbon for this guy.
I don't think he watches the show.
Oh, I thought he drank half of it already. Put a little hair on his back. But
Shout out.
no, shout out to you know what? I love you guys. Shout out to you. Shout out to Lauren for taking, I think she got me some food when I was sick. She was a great person. Shout out to Mac. He's a good dog. We'll bring him in next week.
Ruff.
New mascot for the show.
Shout out.
Woof.
He's a good dog. Daryl?
But I have to shoot out my son now
Shout
because Rich kind of put me on the spot here. But he made his confirmation.
Oh,
Yeah.
Congrats.
So he's a confirm.
It's confirmed.
confirmed.
he's a
It's
communist.
confirmed. No.
Is that right?
That's like the squad. Like
Yeah.
that's far
Shout out.
Family was looking good, Dubs.
Shout
Thank
out to
you.
Holden.
Thank you. It was one of those you go out to eat afterwards, kind
Yeah,
of a thing.
sure. You
Got
sent
me
us a picture.
Got me a Peroni.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Peroni.
Me and
Italians
K
everywhere.
Dub. That was pretty entertaining.
Shout out.
And guess what happened?
What's
Service
that?
was merely
Average.
average to lacking.
Ah, you hate that.
Where was this at?
This was at Bar. I don't know if it's technically Bar Verona or just Verona.
Is it the
Bar
one
Verona.
down farther on
No.
Van Dyke?
Wait, It's the one at the Van
What
Dyke
did you order at
Expressway.
Verona?
I had a steak
Shout
fillet, 8 ounce.
How was
Okay.
the food?
It was good. Little undercooked, which is fine for me. I have no issue with that. But my
Sure.
wife, she got. First of all, they never brought out her steak.
Oh,
She had the same thing as me, and then it came out, and it was equally as bloody. And it came out literally, not kidding, 30 minutes post everybody else.
oh, that's
Well, you're
tough.
right.
You guys
You
didn't go
ordered
with the,
steak at a
the
good
steak and
Italian
cheddar.
restaurant.
Yeah. You
What's
didn't go
that?
with the steak cheese pizza?
You should be ordering like chicken parm or
Well,
Siciliano or
the
something.
the communist,
Calamari. You should-
the
you should be-
communist got a pizza, and it was pretty good. Everybody was saying.
It was good.
Okay.
And K-Dub got the lamb chops.
I like
I heard you
like
can eat.
Verona.
Shout out.
Fancy.
Hey,
Steak's
Shout
not
out.
probably not
that's
specialty.
not. We're not playing here.
Okay. All right.
You think you're tough one day? Sit down with him.
Oh, I can't eat like
No,
Kevin.
you cannot.
No, I don't think I can.
No.
I've seen it, and no one can hang here.
Yeah, I'm not making those claims. Hey, Rich, real quick before we get to Tone's shout out, where you sent us a picture of a martini you were having somewhere. Was that the
I
Olive
did.
Garden, where all the best of Italy is yours, and when you're there, your family, or where was that?
That was at.
Wait. Did you have the tour of Italy?
I did not have the tour.
Unlimited salad and
nor did
breadsticks.
I have breadsticks or salad, but.
Tori Lily. It's good stuff.
You got
You threw me on the spot. I can't
chicken
think of
parm.
it.
That's okay. I just
No,
wanted
it's 26 and Mound, the Italian spot there. It's actually known for their.
Oh.
Gone there many times for the martini. The martini the other night was not that good, so I switched it up to Peroni, which was
The bomb.
Tones,
great.
we went there.
on
Can't go wrong.
draft.
We were at that place
Sapporo.
for the
Sapporo's, thank you. I could not. That just dropped the name.
Christmas
there.
dinner.
Christmas
like
dinner. Yeah,
4 years ago, maybe.
Right.
Something like
Great place though. I love that. I mean, usually more often than not, I love their martini. And then I was like, hey, I wasn't feeling it tonight, and then I hit Peroni on draft. It was delicious.
On draft.
On draft.
Draft.
Shout out.
Shout out.
I'll be doing that on Saturday night this week. Tones?
Shout out ahead of time. Lions home Monday night game. JT and I will be there. We may
Shout
have. We probably should have some video clips for the next show
Oh, I'm
from
sure
there.
we'll take a video or something.
We'll be having a great time.
Authorized by the NFL.
First home Monday night game in years, and we will be there in the club level having a good old freaking time. So, shout out to JT. Looking forward to it, and looking forward to some clips for next week.
I am too.
Shout out.
Hey,
Hopefully
Jimmy,
with our
you want
pants
to
on. Yeah.
hear something wild?
Well, sure.
In 1995, Rich and I went to 2 Lions Monday night football home games.
Dallas.
Home
Senior
games.
year.
No.
Senior year.
Was Dallas or San
No.
Fran? San Fran.
San
and,
Fran
Yes.
and the Bears.
and the Bears. Okay.
And the Bears.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow, that's
Times
pretty
have
wild.
changed a bit.
Yeah,
A
there's
guy
been too
fell
many
down
of
the
these.
aisle and
Now-
spilled beer on Daryl, which was a common theme throughout many
Now we
games.
go like 6 years without a Monday night game. So 2 in 1 year. That's impressive.
That is impressive.
Who broke off an 80-yard run against the Bears last Monday night game? Can you tell me the running back?
And that would be Barry Sanders.
No, like 6 years ago.
Oh, 6 years.
Anthony Thomas.
No, think a lot of head concussions.
Reggie Bush.
Javad Best.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm just not sure about that.
I'm
wanna look it
100%
up?
sure.
That's
So-
the guy from
Cal.
Office Space.
I gotcha.
Who?
Shout out to College Joe,
Shout out.
the boss from Office Space.
Yeah, we're gonna need those
I'm
TPS.
just not
TPS
sure
is-
about that.
That's a Vinny's still looking for TPS.
He is.
True story, guys.
Yeah, sure.
Rich and I, we actually saw that movie, Office Space, in the theater.
That's
Oh,
bad.
wow.
kidding.
Yeah, now you're telling me we didn't pull a lot of tail in college?
Well, I guess you had a lot of free time on your
That's,
hands.
was
that's
like-
badass watching this.
$6 of the 2.3 million it brought in the theater.
Yeah, at least. It wasn't a high-grossing movie, I don't think.
Great
in the
movie.
theater, was it?
Like we knew it was fire from the start. It was
Yeah.
hilarious.
You guys were OG.
You
Michael
were,
Bold.
you were a cult member before it was trendy.
There's so many funny things about that movie. Still,
That's a
like
great
when they
movie.
sing
That's a great movie.
When you're in have you ever been in an office and you have to sing "Happy Birthday" to somebody? Like,
No.
it doesn't get any more awkward than that because no one wants to be there.
Sure.
Nobody gives a flying.
No one gives a flying fuck, and it's like it's so monotone. It's like "Happy birthday to Sue."
But Sue, I would say that's important. You know.
Sure.
I watched it with my son the other night.
Okay.
Great
And
movie.
Still relevant.
He didn't really. I think as my wife said, I don't think he's gonna.
No, he needs
get
to be
it.
in the workspace. Like I
That-
need those
that's
TPS
like,
reports.
That was like
think he-
culturally, like that's.
I
that's
think
a
he
lot.
said, "Dad, what are the Mondays?"
Fuck Michael Bolton. I had that name before him.
I think you got to be a little older.
Yeah, he's too young to know
Yeah,
what
too
the Mondays.
young to
Yeah.
appreciate
Mondays
it.
are.
Right. Too young.
You
Too
know,
young.
I just don't think you have enough flair. No enough
He
flair.
loves Angela's Ashes, though.
I've never seen that.
I mean, the poor kid probably has never been to Fridays, has he? I mean, you can't appreciate any flair
Good
unless
point.
you've been to
Unless
Fridays.
you've been to Fridays. That is true.
Gotta be the two
That is
shots.
very true. I got just a couple shout outs.
Shout out.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
I got I'm gonna go with D Wash.
D-Wash.
Shout out.
Thank you,
in
D-Wash.
Waller?
advance. Yeah, D Wash taking us to the game. I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
Gagu. Have you ever heard of Gagu?
Shout out.
That's your mother-in-law.
Yes, my
I'm
mother-in-law.
familiar
Also a
with her
popular
work.
character on The Mandalorian.
Is it?
I think Gagu is his name.
I never saw it.
Grogu, you're thinking of, but this is
Grogu.
more about quality, value,
Shut up.
convenience.
She loves the QVC.
Yes.
She does.
So does
like
my
it.
mother.
is-
So does Mummy.
everybody's
And I was there that one night that she called you and she just wanted to tell you good luck for your week ahead. I thought this is
She's a nice lady.
What a quality
nice.
thing to do is call somebody and say
Quality dairy.
good luck
Hope
to
you
you.
have a good week.
That's-
Well, she's called me. Now, she was actually calling Mrs. Midwest phone that time when me and you were
I
together.
mean, irregardless.
Irregardless, but she's called me 3 times this year. Called my phone number. For whatever reason, whenever she calls me, my phone doesn't answer. It doesn't go through at all. But she's called one time to tell me, which it did. I did answer that time because it went through. To tell me that my father-in-law was going to the hospital. Number 2, she called me to talk about the beer. There's a beer, that's that beer you showed me too, the Trump beer.
Oh, Trump, yeah, conservative, yeah.
And then she called me this past week to tell me there's a list of bourbons online I got to check out. And I have, so every time she calls me, it's something cool. It's just for whatever reason.
She's pretty awesome, but my mother-in-law will call me and tell me, "Hey, tell your buddy Jimmy about this booze or that booze."
Okay.
I think it's just something that goes along with your.
With me. And then last but not least, shut up, Gagu. Shut up, Gagu.
I think Tones is still uncomfortable with his progressive dinner party.
Yeah,
Drop
you're
conservative
in for
about 16 times here.
Conservative. I got to offset the progressive.
Hope you have a real conservative type of dinner.
Conservative
Like dishes,
dinner.
you know what I'm saying?
They should change it to conservative dinner.
And last but not least, I met a guy at the Hilltop, actually. His name is Jorel or Jorel. I think it's Jorel.
guy
He
that
That
knows-
wants to start the podcast?
Yeah. He's
they're like
interested
the pink,
in podcasting.
The pink shoes.
Did he have pink shoes on?
I think he had Zubaz on.
Flamboyant. They were flamboyant.
Younger guy, though. Younger
Yeah,
guy.
younger.
And he said that he would love anytime when you guys are absent, he'd like to come in and do this. And he does his own model using trend analysis, which I think is pretty interesting. So he does all NFL.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it's pretty cool. So he sent me a
How many
Facebook link.
units is he up?
I don't think he's tracking his units, but he's running like 58% this year.
Okay.
And it's all on Facebook. And I should put the
58%.
yeah, it's really he's doing
We
really
better
well.
get this guy on.
Doing really well. That's what I said. So next time somebody's absent, he said he'd love to come on, and we'll give his Facebook information at that point. But yeah, real cool kid.
Shout out,
Bring
Jarrell.
Bring the future shoes.
Yeah. Oh,
Hope you're one of the new 6 or 7 subscribers we picked up.
yeah. Shout out to
You
y'all.
better be. You can't
Shut
get
up.
on if unless you're subscribed.
Let's head up to Austin Brothers and pick up another 9.
That's what we should do.
I'm right.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
closing in on 100.
We're getting there, baby.
Or maybe have Tones' son promote us. and-
yeah, my shout out to my son Mikey. He's
There you
fucking.
go.
He's got 130 subscribers on his YouTube channel and
More than us.
Like a week.
300 views in one day on our Halloween extravaganza display.
Also more than us.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shut up.
Shout out to
out.
Mikey. Oh, and shout out to Holden too. While we're shouting out kids again, shout out to Holden for the TikTok. He set up a TikTok for us.
Oh, he did.
Shut up.
Shout out.
Yeah,
Great.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm
Maybe
going
we'll
to check it out.
I'll have Holden
ever-
do inflatables and we'll pick up some viewers here.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. It's been 2.5. Anything else we want to add, or are we good for the?
Anybody else
We good here.
attending the Utica game, playoff game? Anybody tomorrow?
Potentially. Yeah, I might be potentially down for that.
Yeah, Swinehart Field.
That's where Rich's daughter goes to school.
Oh, Utica.
I don't know. I don't even think she's going. I think she's going to see FNAF over the game, if you can believe that. I guess she's going to Tone's house or something.
Yeah, it's all, yeah.
What?
5 Nights at Freddy's is coming
Five
out
Nights at
tomorrow.
Freddy's. It's a big freaking deal with the kids, dude. I
Big
got
deal.
a big screen,
Big deal.
projector, fires going on.
They call it finesse?
Smoked old fashions.
The short name is FNAF. Yeah, 5 Nights at
And
Freddy's.
cheer for the Lions, or I hope you choke on your pumpkin beer.
What
this
time's that show?
Halloween.
What time's that
I
showing
agree.
tomorrow, Tones?
It's fuck. They're dropping at Peacock. I'm fucking streaming at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
You want to be at my house? Anybody can come over.
Might
Fucking
have to-
blow
I
ups
might-
all over.
I might have to text you tomorrow.
30 plus blow ups
Jumping on
in
that
my freaking
conservative.
yard.
30 blowups.
Mikey's.
Get some
Halloween
leftovers.
decorations. 130 subscribers.
Conservative,
300 views in
not
the-
progressive.
Not, yeah.
There'll be no
Conservative.
progressives.
dinner.
Daryl, we
drinks,
can just jump over
charcuterie,
there after the game tomorrow.
Salamis, cheeses,
I'm gonna bring Tones.
smoked old
Is that a
fashions,
charcuterie? Charcuterie?
I mean-
charcuterie board.
To be fair,
Yes.
his son went to YouTube Con out in San Diego.
That
We
is
got
true.
some tips. We did go to
Technically, he should be ahead
we
of
did
us.
go to Anaheim. Way too liberal for me, but we went to the YouTube convention.
Jim, you didn't like my founder shirt, by the way. You're always pointing
Oh,
out the dude's
I didn't know.
shirts.
I can't really see your shirt from here. Daryl's mic's right in the way.
There will be no rainbow shirts.
Look at
at
that.
my
I
still can't see it.
I
house
broke it
tomorrow.
out. I'm like, Jim's gonna love this shirt today.
Oh well, shit. Okay, hold on. I can see it on the screen here.
Little founders.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Looks like you got. Is that a Founders Halloween?
No, it's probably one of their brews. I have no clue what it is right now, but
I'm going to check it out after the show. I can't see it extraordinarily well from here.
Shout out to himself.
My
Shout
party
out
will
to
be
Rich.
sponsored by
shout out to my shirt.
Yingling tomorrow.
Tones, I might be over
Yingling.
tomorrow.
Come drop by. We got
might
we got
be
blow ups
over.
all over the place. We got
This
arches to walk
taking
through.
a different turn.
We got lights all over the place. We're good, dude. Come on by.
All right.
All right. On that note, let's call it until next Thursday. It's been a pleasure seeing everybody here.
It was great
Like your
spending
shirt,
the
Rich?
last hour, 2.5 hours with
It
everybody.
really was. We'll see you guys next
Been a
Thursday.
pleasure.
Is it my fault?
Check you
Did
out.
it go too long because
No,
of
It
me?
was just a long one.
Partially.
Me? It's my fault?
Partially
I'm
too.
the one, it's
Extremely
me.
partially.
No, it's not your fault.
Is that the song?
Hi, it's